Haha, welcome. You can't see my face. It's because I'm horribly disfigured because of a surgery. That's not true. I just, I can't show my face because of scarring, or not scarring, but gore that's against TOS. But I'm all good. And we're here to play some Dungeons and Dragons, and you get to look at Dina's excellent art of me from the one-person D&D, which was done live on Twitch, by the way, and is available now on our YouTube. Single-player D&D, go look it up. Anyway, and then I have some nice art that I found on Google Images behind me that I thought was nice and relaxing. So
Yeah, I did not do that.
the rest of the party,
God, I wish.
or the rest of the party will be seen. As they don't have blood on their head, but just not me. All right, and with that, what would you all like to do?
I was on my way to a bath.
You exit the inn, the suite, walking down the multiple flights of stairs and into the city of Shenton, in which multiple people, many hundreds of people, crowd the streets. You hear carts passing by. As she does so, as you hear the door close into the suite, the three of you watch as Eupheme, or the two of you watch as Eupheme unpacks all the groceries that you got into the kitchen.
Dagmars, gonna need you to wash and peel potatoes, please. I said them right there.
Alright, that's fine.
Don't worry about getting your hands dirty. You really get in there.
Is there a knife?
Oh, yes. And I'll take out like all my heirloom.
Oh yeah, you have a
heirloom-ish.
whole...
Oh yeah, you
Yes.
collected a whole
Yeah.
set.
Yes, you do.
All my heirloom-ish potware and knives, and I also have like a moon plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You do
a pretty
from
one.
the ceramics factory that you had slept in.
Yeah, so I'll give him not my sharpest knife, because I need my sharpest knife. Give you a knife.
Alright. I've never done this, but it's just peeling.
Peeling, yes, make sure you get all the skin off, and also there's these little eyes that you have to get out as well.
What?
The eyes in the potato. Ickle, do you want to show him?
Potatoes can see?
I'm so confused.
Maybe I should just do this.
I thought this was a vegetable.
It's actually a starch, I think.
Oh my gosh, I don't understand. Alright, so it has eyes. How
You
many
see
eyes?
I'll go show him. So you see these little...
Yes.
Just get those out.
Alright.
As Vivian walks in, you see her clean and with a new getup.
Whoa.
Did I miss it? Did we eat already?
Oh, no, dinner's not ready yet.
Okay.
Snazzy.
Thank you. Yes, my old clothes were in half from when I was cut in half, so I figured I could have some more new ones.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, great idea.
Did you all have a good day?
Yeah, it was pretty great. I hung out with Eupheme, and it was great, and Eupheme pickpocketed somebody, but then gave it back. And then Dagmar told me to not to tell Eupheme to do that again. And then yeah. And now he's making food.
Sounds yeah, that sounds like fun. I have something that I just want to talk about with everybody, probably after food.
I'm not there yet, right?
Not
No,
yet.
sorry, I just looked at you
Oh,
because
no,
you
I'm
looked
sorry,
at
I
me
was
and I
like-
was like,
I'm
what?
not here, I'm not here.
Okay, yeah.
I just
Well, I'll be here around the dinner table when we're done eating.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. I just found some more information that I thought I need to share with everyone. So
Okay. Sounds like it's not urgent.
I don't want to talk about it when I'd have to say it out loud. And for good measure, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on the area.
Okay.
And if anyone is scrying, they have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Doesn't look like anyone's crying. Okay.
God.
Until right.
Okay, he's not spying.
Who?
I'll just wait until everybody's here. It's easier that way.
Okay.
I'm gonna go see if Eupheme needs any help.
Yeah.
And I'll.
It's
I'm literally just
yeah,
flying
it's
in
a
front of the stove.
yeah. The kitchen is immaculate and messy at the same time.
You're like
There
this.
is
You're
a-
like you open it and you touch it and you're like.
Yeah.
no, yeah, not yet.
Toothpick.
It is like a beautiful battlefield within flour and bits of mushroom. There's a knife sticking out of the cutting board.
Yeah. I see.
Do you need any help?
Don't turn away. I think you can help Dagomars set the table.
Is Dagmar's here?
He's not right here, no.
No, I mean I didn't
He
see
told me
him
you'd be
when I.
setting the table.
Sure, I'll go get the plates.
I will set the table.
Okay, so you sit at the table. I'm gonna make a wisdom save. I mean, make a wisdom, not save. Sorry. Yeah. Make a wisdom check without proficiency.
Can you?
Doing the dishes and like, force scribe.
Yeah. Oh. No.
God, we'd have to deal with that. Natural 20, I guess.
Okay.
Set this table
Very nice.
really well.
So you know
I
how to?
did.
No, I was just wondering if you knew how to set a table.
I know how to set a table. You put a plate and you put a fork next to
Plates
it.
upside down.
It's you uncover it.
Yeah, we dined with that mayor, so like we're basically cultured now.
I dined with the mayor. I recall perfectly how the fancy table was
Yes,
set.
exactly. So,
Wink.
well, not exactly because you know that was an interesting place, or a place like setup.
Well, I do with as much as I can find. I
Yes,
try and
you
recreate.
are able to set the table quite well.
Nice. And I'll just sit.
At this point, Dagamaris, you. In.
Have we eaten yet?
Huh? No, the dinner hasn't.
Right
been
then.
ready.
The cornbread is done.
It's done. All right, we're making plates, and we're gonna try to bring them as many as I can out at one time.
Sure, make a
We're gonna
dexterity check.
Prestidigitation.
No.
Jeez.
No. No.
He said it as many as he
Dex.
could.
Ooh, not good.
Don't make her drop the food.
5.
5. Okay.
Oh.
What are you carrying?
Plates
Full of what?
full of mashed potatoes with like a vegetable gravy,
Okay.
cornbread,
Okay.
or not a vegetable, mushroom gravy.
Yeah.
Cornbread with I don't know what the side vegetable is.
Like asparagus?
Sure, we'll do asparagus.
Okay. Okay. And so you're carrying the servings of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you drop 2 servings
Mm.
onto the ground, onto the wood ground. You hear, oh, across the floor.
Everything okay in there?
I like run over and like run into.
Okay, so you run in and it's just on the ground.
Grab these, please.
Okay.
Make a dexterity check.
Yeah.
It's just 2 plates.
3. He has 3 more.
I will eat off the floor. I don't care.
Fly dex.
Yeah.
17.
17. Okay, so you carry 3 pretty well into the dining room.
And as I grab them, Bads like hops off my shoulder and like walks over and just like kind of starts eating
Yeah,
the ones off the floor.
that's fair. All right. You still have enough to make 2 more servings.
I guess I should leave that on the floor then. I'll make the other 2.
Okay, so you make the other 2. I'll say that's it though. You don't have any leftovers. You just made yeah. So you carry all 5 servings in
And go back for the apple juice.
and go back for the apple juice, which is
Juice.
freshly squeezed.
It's closed.
That day, you have a pitcher in the center.
I'll use prestidigitation to make it cool.
Okay. Yeah. So you see frost sort of wrap around it.
Fancy magic dinner.
Yeah.
You all sit down.
Chill, yes, chill.
Candelabra light as soon as you sit down. Eupheme. His fire is set ablaze on the candles.
Is there a moment where after I come back out of the kitchen with the plates and set them down at the dining table that they haven't come over yet?
I've just
No,
been sitting at the
they're at
table.
the dining room.
At the dining
Yeah,
room.
they're at the
Okay.
dining room.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so Dagamoris, Eupheme, Icklid, and Vivian sit down. You see this wonderful meal in front of you: cornbread, asparagus, mashed potatoes, gravy.
Nice new clothes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, you look nice, Vivian.
Thank you.
I need new clothes as well. How much did those cost you?
5 gold pieces.
And you bought them today.
Yes. I also got a little
They tailored
leather.
them today.
Well, I just bought them. They just had
They
them.
had your size.
Yes.
Interesting.
I also got a tiny little harness for Hithkel.
Oh, that is
Weird.
for
Cool.
what?
Just so he can ride on top of my bag.
Oh, understood. I was not. That makes sense.
It wasn't, not like a leash, just something so
That was
can...
more what I was thinking.
No, I mean, he's been wrapped in my cloak, so I just figured he could.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good
make sure he
idea.
doesn't
Is
get
he at the
out.
dining room table?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just see in front of.
I just like sit him at the empty table next
Okay.
to me.
Empty chair.
empty chair.
Yeah.
All right.
Bads will like kind of come up next to Hithkel and like take one of the servings and like and then like try to put it in front of Hithkel.
Okay. Hithkel just.
Eupheme, thank you for making dinner.
Hopefully it's good. Let's
Yes.
dig in.
I go right for the bread immediately. It looks
Okay.
really good.
With a 23. Shit's really good.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh, I miss out on cornbread. Okay.
The asparagus is
Oh,
cooked with just a little bit of crunch in it.
Char, yeah.
Yeah, with a little bit of
Yeah.
char. Nice oil drizzle with garlic that's been roasted on top of it. The mushroom gravy is thick, but not too gelatinous. And the potatoes themselves, no skins, thanks to Dagamoris himself. Buttery and smooth. You all gain inspiration.
Wow. Is it fancier inspiration than since the last time we had salty mushroom?
No.
Okay.
It's just
I make it
inspiration.
good
Every time. Doesn't matter what tools he's given. Master Chef.
You actually, for making it, gain a point of luck.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. Nice.
Sexy.
Holy fuck.
Which means that you can use it after you hear the determination of it.
Thank you, Eupheme. That was really good.
Yeah, we finished eating. Is that what we did?
Well, you guys are in the process.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I didn't know
This
because
is-
sometimes
this is really
there's
good.
the meals where you
Yeah.
don't speak.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. you
oh
just,
yeah,
like,
with
you
the
just
with the
eat it.
23, and since you guys have been eating boba,
Oh, the beef.
yes, I'd say that this is a meal that all of you just sit and enjoy. And then after, I'm gonna say 5 minutes, is
Yeah.
what it takes to
Consume.
eat all of it. You all finish, plates licked dry.
All right.
Yeah, one of these.
yeah.
I now have pants that I have to like, adjust.
At this point, the sun sort of shines in through the bay window.
Eupheme. Icklid and I already talked about this, but I heard that you pickpocketed someone.
Really? How did you hear that?
I'd rather not get arrested in this town or kicked out. So please just, even if it's for fun, please try your hardest not to do illegal things. I understand that you returned the item or whatever you stole.
Icklid told you that I pickpocketed someone, but I
Ick-
think
Icklid said that it was his idea, and so I scolded him. I'm not trying to scold you.
He's
What I'm
scolding me.
What I'm trying to do is not get arrested.
I was teaching Icklid a very valuable lesson.
All right. Well, just teach. Please, just.
It only matters if you get caught.
Yes. And just. I'd rather not have the opportunity to get caught. Why don't we just not do illegal things?
Sometimes you have to do illegal things.
For what reason? You stole something just for show. I understand.
To teach a lesson.
I understand. Oh, it is not a lesson. It is just it was you showing off, and that is fine. That is
Do
great.
both.
It's great fun. All I'm saying is, if you get arrested,
we've messed up in several towns. Dagamaris and I.
And what? You just got arrested?
Oh,
Initially, yes.
yes. And then,
I've been arrested a lot.
alright, well then, I do not, you are a changed man, hopefully.
Why would I be changed?
Please. For the love of God.
I'm just missing the point here.
I've never been arrested,
Dagamaris,
but I'll keep up that streak.
pickpocketing is something that we can bail him out for.
Yeah, it's a petty crime.
I think maybe we'll just avoid bringing in severed heads into the town.
Yeah, but the pickpocketing was just the build-up to the bigger, theft.
In Icklid's mind, if you don't shut the fuck up. While I'm smiling. They're not as cool as me.
Wow, Eupheme, that was so good.
Thank you.
And I helped this time. I never help with meals at home.
I promise, from now on, you will not hear about me pickpocketing or anything illegal ever again.
That was fine. It is just, I was not trying to be angry. I hear that and, you know, this is the only nice town it seems left.
Right. That reminds me.
Yes.
I was walking around today and it did seem very nice. Of course they have an idea of what's going on, but they haven't been touched yet by what's happening.
There's a lot less chaos than Gren.
But it's only a matter of time, don't you think?
I don't know, is it? You guys have a better read on the situation than I do.
The thing about chaos is it doesn't really have borders. It seeps into everything.
Is that inevitable?
I'm sure Glaucon is not going to let the place be for too long.
So, but there's a lot of things that could destroy it. Like I'm thinking of 3 right now.
Yes.
Do you think that the barrier would protect the Wood Elven side of the city?
It might, but if it does, then that's all that's left.
Only from Glaucon and the other one, with Titus.
I was just wondering if maybe that would deter him from destroying Schwenten, as if it would also affect the Wood Elves, but I suppose...
I don't think he has any love for the Wood Elves either.
Yes.
Especially since they harbor Erulandi, right?
Doesn't really seem like he cares about anybody.
No.
Vivian, you had something to tell us?
How fun.
Yes. Eupheme, if we could do, if I could ask you to use your telepathic abilities, there's information that I don't want to be overheard by anyone else here.
Oh, heavy stuff. Okay. Well, I guess.
So I spoke to, it was T. Mohas? T. Mohas first today. When, he was the High Elven cleric who joined Hector. He told me a little bit more about the expedition, including the fact that Greta McDonaghan, or the thing that was Greta McDonaghan, was another lich. And that Bill Huxton and Wembless their souls were absorbed into one of the creatures that we fought. When we visited the Erlandish ruin, there were, I don't know exactly what they were. I think they were some strange combination of doppelgangers and drow. They just collected souls. They just sucked them out of people. It happened to our friend. So there's that. He wouldn't tell me. He couldn't remember the name of the lich, and he didn't know why that it was there, why it had accompanied them. And then I spoke to Yahiro.
The one that left us.
Yes. He told me that remember in the book we read yesterday that the Dragon's Rage canyons were made by a power beyond the gods?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Vaguely.
That was Yahiro. 1500 years ago. He was protecting the Arlendi who were fleeing into the southern area of Varntug Spine as they were being pursued by the Council of Dragons Chosen 10, the Liches. He is also the Archmage from the Dragon's Council whose mind we inhabited when we were opening the puzzle door.
This is very confusing.
He was alive 1500 years ago and was defending the Arlendi from the Liches. That creature that we fought while we were in his mind was Gamerian. And he was able to ferry enough power from Hecate to create the Dragon's Rage canyons in an attempt to kill the Council of Dragons Chosen 10. Obviously he didn't, because he didn't know about liches and their phylacteries, that you can destroy their body, but their soul still remains somewhere else, and they can return. And in retaliation, when he was killed, Gamerian forcefully resurrected him as a lich. So his intention is to kill them so that he can die.
I have no idea who Gamerian is, so maybe that would be a different thing. But I understand this is an important lich, I take it.
Yes. I've only seen him mentioned a couple times. He's...
It's in a lot of stories.
No.
Nope.
Mm.
I think he's the leader of the council.
You've heard whispers, though.
So, Yahiro's a lich fighting against the liches?
From what I understand of lichdom, it's I actually have never heard of someone being forcibly made a lich, right?
You don't know anything about lichdom.
Well, I know that it's a process that you achieve. We saw that in Heroes Peak.
You
It's
just know
something-
that it's a ritual.
Yes, but I mean, I saw the journal on Heroes Peak.
That's the only thing that you know of.
Okay.
Lichdom.
It's usually a pursuit taken by necromancers. You study, you become incredibly powerful, and you perform some ritual, and then you hopefully become a lich. It's an immortal being. They have a phylactery they put their soul in, and then they have a body that they inhabit. And if that body is killed, they can reform at their phylactery, so they protect their phylactery. I didn't know that it was possible to force someone else to become a lich. I thought it was a ritual you had to undertake yourself.
Could it be possible that he's lying?
I mean, it is possible. I just didn't think he had any reason to.
It's a very hard pill to swallow, is all I'm saying. If we...
That's a...
I mean, he lied to us from the start, obviously.
For obvious reason.
And you didn't know who we were.
And he saw
We
us.
still don't know who he is.
He told me that he thought he would tell me, because if at some point we had discovered it, it would be harder for him to explain what had happened.
Alright.
I didn't see any reason to not believe him.
So we either believe him or not. It doesn't really matter at this point.
Oh, yo. So, what does that mean for us?
Nothing. I mean, it will mean that
He's not coming back, is he?
No. I asked him to, though.
Before or after you found out he was a witch?
Both. If there is a kind lich, that's a very powerful ally to have. I don't know what we're walking into when we go and find Hector.
that's true. I've never heard of a good lich, but
That's why it's hard for me to believe it, but I don't know, apparently I do necromancy.
I don't know any liches outside of the Council of Dragon's Chosen 10 either. But I don't know. I also contacted Condria. And I asked her how much she charged
Very scary.
to kill a lich. She said she'd do it for free. I told her to go find Yahiro.
and kill him.
No, I didn't
Might
tell.
be a little confusing.
I didn't tell her.
Ah,
She might have ways of figuring those things out.
And she might be better at figuring out whether or not he's telling the truth. And
Think she would care?
no, she will not care. She will kill him if she finds out she's a lich. I don't know who this is, but anyone that I've never heard of a good lich.
while he was able to keep the secret from us, he only told me.
Well,
I
we are
didn't
not.
ask.
We are not very.
We're not lich hunters.
Yes.
Hey,
If he's
let's see
going
what
to try, if he's going to try and kill them, and he wants to die, I mean, even if she tries to kill him, she doesn't have his phylactery. Gamarian does.
Probably suck though. What if he kills her?
That would be unfortunate, but
That is fine. You did your job. That was good.
if they were to decide to work together, that's two people who have destroyed the physical body of a lich that are now working together. I just thought it would be nice if they were able to take care of the issues, so
I 100% agree.
Either way, it seems like it's out of our hands.
I do not want to fight a lich.
Yeah,
They're
I'd
gross.
rather not do that.
All undead and goopy.
And you're really goopy.
I don't know for sure. I
Thank you,
assume
Vivian,
so,
for
but
getting the
undead.
information.
Like zombies, right?
But there is nothing we can use it for, at least at
Wouldn't
this
they just
point.
be rotting then?
Aren't zombies rotting? Isn't
Yeah.
when you rot you get goopy?
You don't get goopy when you rot.
Yes.
you get
do.
very goopy when you rot. You putrefy.
Vivian knows.
Yes.
Yes. Unfortunately. But yes, I suppose that's all I have, other than the fact that Servius drove everyone in this city who knew Hector to madness or death.
The people that we read about?
Yes. They're all either dead or crazy.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. I find it hard to believe that it's just because he modified his memory and made him go back 2 years in school. It seems like a very weak reason to ruin someone's entire life. But
Wasn't there something about him being in some sort of weird cult or something?
the maxim of magic, yes.
Maybe.
I have my suspicions of what's going on. If my memories were locked behind a curse of Dragon's Chosen 10, and I did know necromancy before that, and there are whispers of, or I've read about, the Council of Dragon's Chosen 10 originally coming from the southern range of Astra to lay waste to Cruel. I don't know what Hector and Bilphus and I originally found when we went on our expedition into the southern range, but I'm guessing that I know that's where Hector got burned.
You were there?
Yes. I don't remember, but he took me with him. That's what it said in its letters to Bilphus.
So,
I'm guessing that, I don't know, There was a lich who accompanied them on their expedition to one Irelandish city. I don't know what vested interest the Maxim or the liches would have in the Irelandish cities. I have no idea. But it's possible that we ran into one there. A member of the Maxim or something. I don't know. I don't understand when I started practicing necromancy. I don't understand when Hector started practicing necromancy. Or when he became Hector and not Rocket.
Hector does necromancy as well.
He did. For most of the time I traveled with him, he begged me to stop practicing. But then when he separated from us in Kernulem to try and find Bilphus on his own, we found evidence of necromantic magic in a struggle in the apartment. It might not have been him, but it probably was. And if so, then that means that he didn't practice necromancy before, and neither did I. And then something happened, and now we both do. I don't know. I have a feeling they're related. Maybe someone modified both of our memories, and he was able to break through the first couple layers at the expense of some of his sanity.
He's insane.
Yes.
A little bit.
Enough to still help us.
Yes.
Does this change the trajectory of our journey?
No. It just makes us more aware of what we might be going up against, which is why I was asking how Hero to come along. We fought 2 mages of the Maxim before, or at least I did. I suppose everyone else who did is gone. They were not weak, so I thought the more mages we had on our side, the better. But
Are you a wanted enemy of this Maxim now?
I don't think Servius wants me alive. And he's part of it.
Okay.
I don't know. If Servius wanted me dead, I'd be dead already. So, I don't understand what exactly is going on. He probably wants it. No. If he wanted Hector dead, Hector would be dead. Instead, he decides to ruin his entire life. And maybe mine too, who knows?
And it could have been just for the reason of modify memory. For Servius could be crazy.
I will destroy him if that was it.
No, it doesn't matter.
I'm
Even
going to destroy him anyway.
yes, even if there is more, it doesn't matter. Some people are crazy. Or maybe he has his reasonings, or maybe he is just petty.
I don't care either way, you're right.
Yes.
But yes, that's the information I got today.
It is a lot.
Yes, it is. It is a lot. There are a lot more liches around than I thought.
Same. I didn't think there were any
Yeah, until today.
until I met you guys.
I haven't met one, I don't think.
Not that you remember. We did meet Yaro, which, if he's telling the truth,
Yes. I met before Yairo.
is something I will write down and entail.
So there's 2 things. Or 1 thing, actually. Well, are we still going after Hector right now? Like, not right now, but that's our first and foremost goal.
I would like it to be, yes.
Never mind.
That's a good question. I feel like we're wasting a lot of opportunities here. Do you guys remember that fight? It ended very roughly.
The one a few days ago, or
Right.
weeks,
A
whatever.
few
Gren?
weeks ago, near Gren.
Yes.
It was like
It was a week.
Yeah.
It was a week ago. Oh no, it was weeks. It was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. There was an Aaron Lindish person that I fought with the rifle. And they were
Fully or?
it was hard to tell, but I think so. They were so sure that they were helping me. Like so convinced that they were on my side and confused that I was fighting them. It's weird. I don't know who or what got to them first, but it's obvious that either someone's lying or the fact that they are good people trying to do good things is not known.
You mean on Titus's side?
At all. We're losing. We're losing the narrative. Is the point I'm trying to make.
And what's the narrative?
The narrative is there are good guys, all of us, trying to do good things for people who can't do good things for themselves.
But everyone believes they're doing what is right for them.
It doesn't matter what they believe.
But to that,
Falling to the power of Balenzar is not going to be in their best interest. And they're turning to Balenzar because they feel like that's the last way that they can save themselves. But it's not.
So we show them another way?
We have to show them another way.
Oh, what way is that?
And just have faith in, I don't know, us.
Not to be rude, Eupheme, that seems a little half-cocked.
Well, it's a hell of a lot better than them turning to a dark titan
I agree.
and murdering elves. Don't you think?
I agree. It's just that if every time we try to communicate with them, they attack us and we attack them back, we are still not doing a good narrative because in their eyes, we are the bad guys.
Why would we be attacking innocent people?
We're the enemy of everyone at this point, technically speaking.
Everyone.
Every time Titus sees us, at least, or the Southern Brotherhood sees us, and we're not fighting on their side. We're
I'm-
their enemy.
I'm talking
The elves spit on all of us, to humans and to drow, in their eyes, and we are their enemy. And then you have the Lord of Pestilence, and then you also have the Dragon's Council and the Liches.
I'm talking about the people, the humans that we've seen, the downtrodden. We saw them bring up their arms against the elves in a I don't know, a righteous fury, but a fury that is going to benefit Balenzar and those who align themselves with Balenzar, because they feel like there's no other way.
But what were they to do? Let the elves kill us, the ones that protected their people?
I'm fine with them fighting. Who are they fighting for?
Themselves?
I don't know if the ones that we saw, the two that were armored, the ones that looked strange, I saw people like that in Kretala a long time ago. I guess the humans were warped in horrific ways. The thing is, Osiren, when we were in Betuis, Osiren found a journal entry from one of the human revolutionaries from the Second Age, one of the Caspos. Did I tell you about all of this?
It doesn't matter. It was from a human. I don't believe I know who Caspo is, but it's a human.
It's the Chromasts and the Caspos were the main.
Right, it was in that book I read
Yes.
yesterday.
It described
I don't remember that.
Balenzar as more loving, having created humanity, trying to give them. He gave one of them a staff, and the elves descended on them and just started killing them right after the humans had been born. And it wasn't born of Balanzar cutting off his flesh and raining it down on the continent like I've seen it described before, but they were born of fruit, like the elves were said to have been born. I don't know what to believe, because I saw all the people down there in Catalan, and they did not look like happy people who wanted to live happy lives. And I know that Balanzar is the Titan of Chaos. But so much of history is written by the people who have been able to regulate it.
It's all about narrative.
Yes, and so I don't...
And we're seeing that Glaucon controls a lot that is down here, and the elves control a lot that is up central and northern.
And the liches control.
The liches control what seems like, yes, history. The far further back history.
I don't know anything about flesh or fruit or whatever. I just know what I see. And I know that if we can reach these people before that power reaches them, or if they feel like they have some hope at least, then it thins out their armies. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. I just don't know how to go about that.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, Eupheme. I don't necessarily like people fighting for Titus or Balanzar, and I don't necessarily back anyone that fights for the elves, any of the elves themselves, but I don't necessarily understand what third cause you're saying that we can preach to these people.
It doesn't have to be a cause. They just need to know that they're not alone, or that there's not only one entity reaching out to them with them in mind. And it's not that hard to understand. People need.
You want to help the ones we can along our journey? Is that what you mean?
I want to make an effort to help the people that we see, but also to let the ones that we don't see know that there are people out there helping.
How?
Well, let's brainstorm, Iglid. How do we create a good narrative?
It
We just
sounds
gonna
like
throw
you
our
need.
hands up?
No, it sounds like you need a whole lot of power that we just don't have.
I see the only way to do that is just to, I don't know. We would have to destroy Titus.
Very big picture. I was thinking.
But what are you to do when everyone? Put yourself in the place of the humans that live here. You are a human, so just think about it. All right. The elves, still in the place you are. Now you suddenly have a person that is fighting for you, killing elves, and that is. Maybe you sit there and you go, well, I don't want anyone to die. But at the same time, do you want freedom? You have Glaucon now destroying cities and killing people. Do you want him to maybe die? You want to be safe? I understand why they're rallying behind Titus.
I understand it as well.
So, but I understand where you're coming from, where you're saying, yes, we need to give them a different choice of not Balanzar, but at the same time, we do not have the power of Titus. We are not the ones that are protecting the humans from Glaucon. At this point, if I was a human, I would side with Titus in a heartbeat.
You're saying that there's no point in trying because
I'm not
no
saying
one
there's.
will take up that offer.
I'm not saying that there's no point in trying. I'm just saying, almost like Vivian said, just help the people along the way. There's nothing bigger picture we can do at this point. Because at this point, bigger picture, if we come out and just show everyone that, oh, we're fighting, there are so many enemies, as Vivian said, that hate us and do not like our group. I have many people, individuals, trying to kill me alone. And then I have Titus, like a demigod, trying to kill me. Glaucon, I I've stood in Glaucon's presence for Servius, constantly in my brain. Alright, I have the Lord of Pestilence. Knows where I am, I believe. Do you know why? I think I die, and suddenly I wake up in a prison down in the Underdark. So he knows where I am at every moment. So I have things above me, below me, to my right, to my left. All I'm saying is, helping the people along the way, great. Going out of my way to go help everyone, I will not do it. At least not now.
So you're going to find your friend and then what?
He's not my friend.
This is gonna sound bad, and I just ask that you hear me out. It's something that I've been thinking about. Ever since Yahiro left us. I want to help, too. And I want to show not only the humans, but the Erlendi that have escaped that there is a way to have a place in the world without having to turn to the darkest possible corners for power. I agree. But Dagamaris brings up a good point that at this point we have the Lord of Pestilence, we have Glaucon, we have the Liches, and we have Titus. And as much as we can try to get them to listen to us, I've been thinking that I'm not strong enough to fight an Archmage. All four of us together aren't strong enough to fight an Archmage. There are Liches on the Dragon's Council, and there's the Maxim of Magic, and there's a god turning the rest of the drow into rats. Titus has turned to Balanzar, and we've seen what exactly that looks like. And it's not good. But I feel that it should. I've been thinking about trying to ally with Titus. I've been thinking that we're not weak, and we stood up. Some of us stood up to his lieutenants. He hates us, but we have knowledge and we have power, and we want similar things, but we have a different way of going about it. That maybe instead of trying to fight against everyone else and force a fourth power into this, maybe if we allied with Titus, we could try and shape things, know what he plans on doing, understand things more from the inside, try and further his goal in the ways that it is good, and maybe lessen the effects of the bad. Titus is the only one I can see who would care about the fact that the Lord of Pestilence is below and the Council of Dragons Chosen 10 is above, and both want the worst possible things for the continent. Titus isn't good, but he's just trying to make a space for people to live, and maybe if we can be his ally, we can try and shape it into something that is more breathable than what the other two would make it. No way. We stay out of this as much as we can without taking sides.
Eupheme said that we do as much to help other people, but empowering Titus and on his side is not, doesn't help anybody. Doesn't help us. Doesn't help find Hector. No.
What do you propose otherwise?
We continue.
Who has the power to kill a demigod of Balanzar and kill a god, as well as all of the rats under the ground as well as the 10 liches and the entire organization of mages.
I don't know it. That's not really
It's
our
not-
immediate problem.
You guys are so fixated on power, on strength. It's. No one knows what they have the power to do until they do it.
Alright, do you think you could kill Titus?
I think that I'm making a journey.
Alright, that was
To
a,
the death of
that was a
Titus Murray.
stupid answer. What I asked was, could you kill Titus?
Yes.
Right now.
No.
Alright. So then why not?
Do you think that you could have done the things that you've done?
I thought I could have done more. That's what I was born to do.
You should have done more.
I couldn't. It was out of ego.
Failure.
Your ego is so big. Do you
Yes.
do you
And it's
sense
allowed
this?
me to help and save a lot of people.
Has it?
Yes.
Really?
And the people who I haven't saved, I wear them on my shoulders, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to save the next person.
Alright. That is a noble deed. Save individuals. That is great.
I don't see where we draw the line.
But right now-
I'm kind of ashamed at how scared you all are. Especially when I've seen you do the things that you can do. I mean, it was this whole idea of actually helping people, just like guys, to get the things that you need to get done. If we join with Titus, won't there be a time in which we have to fight him?
Yes,
Yes.
So
but that's a truth either way.
exactly.
But
So
we
I'm
can-
saying that what you guys are saying about what I want to do is invalid because it has to happen.
Titus, we saw firsthand what Titus is capable of. And he will have to die if it can happen. But right now, he's the only one who has any form of power to stop what is going on right now.
I don't care. How
I
you do
know
it.
that there's a journey, and I know that you could eventually get strong enough. I know we could eventually get strong enough, but we aren't strong enough now.
And we will not survive to become strong enough if we keep standing in between everyone.
I don't
Archmage for
understand. I don't
Servius.
understand how we've gotten to this point. I've merely said we need to create a narrative, and we need to let people know that there are those who are fighting for them who don't affiliate themselves with a chaotic titan.
Alright.
We can be allies of Titus and not endorse Balanzar, is what I
So
believe.
we do that, and we let people know that there are people trying to help them, and they don't have to turn to this crazy thing.
Yes.
Is that wrong?
That isn't wrong. I feel like we are on the same page. We are on the same page.
I bring up allying with Titus because we can affect a certain amount of change on the people individually, but the powers at play that will decimate them regardless of what they believe in, that's something that I suppose I'm putting more attention on. Titus, he's not a tool because I am not in any way able to wield or influence him. But he has an amazing amount of power, and so do my enemies, and so do the enemies of every living person just trying to have a happy life on this continent. The Liches have been in some form of power for thousands of years, and the Lord of Pestilence has made most, if not all, of the drow into rats, and who knows when they're going to try and come above the ground.
And that is... Sorry.
Titus Mirkwood wants to help Adamas. Balanzar is awful. But I mean that if we can convince him to help, to fight these greater evils, and then eventually, yes, something will have to be done about him. But the way it stands, the way I see it, he is the least of all three of the evils.
I don't have any problem with that. I just think it's obvious that we have to let people know that there's something else.
And we
don't
will.
have to join forces with Balanzar. I look to.
And we are not joining forces with Balanzar.
You sure?
No, I'm not talking
We-
about us. I'm talking about them.
Yes.
But I'm saying we would be joining with Titus. At least for the time being.
Oh, I'm fine with that. That's fine.
You're fine with that?
Sure.
He's going to kill me someday.
Probably me too.
And I'd rather, at least, I've already tried to help him out before. And I've already turned against him before.
Do any of you think that Titus is gonna help us get to Hector?
I don't need help getting to Hector. I don't need his help getting to Hector.
My
Okay,
goal,
so then we do that. Why are we talking about siding with Titus?
My
There are
goal-
things
If it's
happening.
completely tertiary to the initial...
Everyone
should have
isn't going to
hands.
wait until we save Hector to do things.
my goal isn't to save Hector. I'm on the journey to save Hector. That is not my end goal. My end goal is to protect my people.
The Lord of
ones I was-
Pestilence isn't going to stop doing what he's doing because we're in the mountains.
Yes.
Why is the onus on all of us?
It's
What,
not.
do you just want to sit here? What do you just want to sit here? Be a
No,
farmer.
obviously we're not sitting here. We're
we
on a
have,
mission.
We have. I've told
To
you
do
this.
what we're
I've told you
capable
this
of.
before.
What are you
Knowledge
capable
is
of,
the great.
kid? What are
not,
you capable of?
Not defeating Titus, not
Yeah.
defeating the Lord of Pestilence.
All right.
We're capable enough of finding Hector, and that's it.
All right, then find Hector. I'm saving my race. All right, that is a bigger picture. Go find your father. Look at the small picture. Keep doing it. You're doing great.
Do what you can. But the kid was only echoing you, Dagomars.
What? Small picture?
You literally just told me.
But I'm saying we side with someone bigger so that we can survive longer, so that we can grow stronger, so that we can finally win.
So that we
Yeah,
can
how we get there. Just as long as
spread
we get there.
the chaos that he's influencing.
No.
If the chaos is spreading, we are not saying we are Balanzar. We are part of Balanzar. You go around and we do exactly what you feel.
You're saying that by not opposing Titus.
Is the treatment of humans fair? The treatment that the humans have been subjected to for thousands of years, has that been fair?
On its face, no. Obviously.
And what Titus did to the elves is not fair either.
Yeah, yes, we talked about this.
Nothing is fair.
Okay.
So do you side with Glaucon, who's killing all the
No,
humans?
you don't side with anybody. You just keep your nose down and out of it.
All right, and that is what I'm understanding. That you are scared, and I understand it. I am scared. We are all scared, but you are not doing anything about it. You're saying find Hector, which we think might be doing something. That's great, but the thing is, I have a fucking rat problem, and it's killing everything I care about, and no one cares about it. No one cares except for me. Which is understood. None of you have witnessed it. None of you have witnessed tens of thousands of rats killing all the people you know and love.
You hardly talk about it.
Yes, why would I ever talk about that? Who wants to talk about that?
Iglid.
When it's under your feet.
Iglid, I suppose the position you are in right now is a crossroads. You are the one here who knows the least about what's going on. The rest of us know. And through knowing we have an obligation, and in rejecting that obligation, we allow it to happen. You have grown up quietly. You have not had this power until recently. You don't know all the terrible things that happen all the time and that have been happening for thousands of years. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. But the moment that you know and you choose not to, you allow it to happen. I don't want to have to do any of this. I want to live a quiet life too. And have a home and friends and a nice job and not have to defend my life almost every single day. But that's not a luxury I have. For many reasons. And as I have progressed through this journey, the more I've learned, the more I've been unable to do nothing about it. And I have grown in strength, and so now maybe I can. If you don't want to do anything, If you want to keep your nose down and not be responsible for the weight of the entire world, then I don't recommend that you travel with us. Because that's what we're going to do.
That's a lot to swallow at once.
It's
Just take it step by step.
the weight of the world is not your guys' responsibility.
I understand. And that is why I'm not trying to save the world, I'm trying to save my people.
I'm trying to kill Archmage for Servius.
I'm trying to save the world.
Good for you.
But in doing all three of those things, we help many people.
Yes.
Through Titus?
Yes.
That's a hard sell.
Who through who then? What are you going to do? You and your
Nothing!
bats.
That's what I'm saying. We
Nothing.
can't do anything.
All right.
We can.
Then
No,
fucking
we
die!
can't.
Fucking die. Do nothing. Sit down there and I'll fucking kill you right now. Easy. I'll touch your head and you will... No pain. Do you want that?
Obviously not.
All right. Do you want to live?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to live in a world that is what?
Sure, I would prefer to live in a good world, but that's
Perfect.
not my say. That's not any of our say.
It's my say.
It's foolish.
It's
And I get
not.
up.
Alright.
And Bad's on my shoulder.
All foolish.
Can you unmind link him?
Can we drop him?
I don't want. Let's talk. I want the adults to talk for
Oh
a
my
second.
god!
Did you take the child out?
He's gone. If I can't see him, he's out.
Okay. Where are you going?
Huh? What time is it?
I say it's about 6 p.m.
I am. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna. God, is the How far away is the living room from the dining room again? I'm sorry.
It's like right outside of it.
It's right outside of it.
But you can, they're at the other end of it, so you could sit down on the couch and look out in the bay window and you wouldn't see them. But you would hear
Well,
them.
I would hear them.
Well, no,
where
because
is
they're
the-
mind
no,
linked.
they're
Yeah,
mind
'cause
linked. Yeah, okay. Yeah, then I just want to sit out. I'll sit on the couch. Look out the
Okay,
window.
sounds good.
Dagamars, there's some people here you should be seeing, right?
I will not see them now, but there are people that I wish I could see. Yes. I was told that there's a way to get into the Forest of Amberon and just through the Underdark, which is something that I'd like to do, but at the same time, I'm fearful because the Lord of Pestilence. So once I heard that, and also once I heard that you said there was an Irelandai with Titus, or working with Titus,
With that resistance group.
it just, there's two, it's like choosing the better of two evils. The Lord of Pestilence isn't part of that equation, but you either choose Glaucon, who has told me to my face that he wants to kill the drow, or told me through for Servius that he wants to use me to get to the drow and things like that. But, or we do Titus, who is horrible in his own right. At the same time, might have a world that allows Erlundai to reign again. Not reign again, but at least survive. Maybe in a world without Lolth, which would be great. But a world with Balnazar, not so great. But Titus will kill me. Or at least try. He could easily kill me now. And he's told me many times that he wants to. I would just like to at least see before the moment I die, my people free. Free from the forest, and possibly living in a world where they will not be killed just because they are Erlundai. That they might be able to actually have families. And live in a world where it is not run by Lolth, where the men are not slaves, and the women are not in power. Always.
That's an honorable goal. Don't you think the ones that are here now need some sort of guidance?
Well, there are. The remaining drow I know of are in the forest, and I cannot access them. They're all sitting in there, seeping in their hatred for everything. I understand. I was in that hatred. I'm not sitting there worshipping Loth anymore. I'm scared of Loth.
Just saying you can show them a way out.
Yes, but I cannot unless I get into the Forest of Anderon.
And the only way to do that is through the Underdark.
Through the Underdark.
I see your problem.
And in the Underdark is... hopefully you never have to see. But I would like to have Titus... It's a strange conundrum. I'm stuck between basically offering my people to a demigod of an evil god, Balanzar, to save my people. I just want, I don't know, I just want.
Maybe we can send some sort of correspondence or something, a letter or
Have you tried to get into the forest?
Yes.
Yes. I tried for months.
But we know that some people can get back and forth, right?
Through the Underdark?
Right.
Yes.
So if it's not you...
Would you like to go to the Underdark?
Oh god, no. Not again.
Alright.
But they are the deserters or something, right?
Yes.
The deserted.
Deserted.
With Ferocia and all them. I know them.
Anything is something.
They cannot get in and out. They know that it's through the Underdark as well, but they know
But
what
they
is going
haven't
on.
tried it.
We all know what is going on in the Underdark. It is not good.
And magical spells, I assume, similarly can't get in. Things like scry.
Magical spells.
Like scry.
I'm not sure. But do you happen to know someone on the inside?
No.
Alright.
And you can, I mean, you can definitely just shut down all my...
I'm just saying, the only way in is through the Underdark. It is the only way.
I guess I can just assume that you've thought of everything. Or I can offer my help.
Offer your help. I'm just telling you the honest truth. There happen to be drow in the city as well. Hidden. That I've been told of. I will not try to access them. For I've been told they are challenging.
The reason you just said that Glaucon kept you alive because you would be a good bargaining chip, or at least
Yes.
a leader of some sort, right?
Yes.
Wouldn't they listen to you?
I'm not a woman. And
Will
I
they
don't
listen to
believe-
me?
Possibly. You are tiny. They are warriors. You are a wizard.
No, I mean,
That
design
is not
itself is
anything
a...
against you. That is just...
No, I understand. I was just honestly asking if they would.
They might listen to you more. I don't know if they understand who I am.
Well, the option is to either live in secrecy in Schwenten and waste away for the rest of their thousands of years.
Or we need to just get... That is my end goal. It is what I will... If I was to die, I would at least die not happy, but I'd die more content, knowing that my people are free and not stuck in a forest. Literally, think about the Forest of Anderon as like a bowl. And think of, there's Lord of Pestilence, which is fire, and then there's Titus, which is water. Alright? Both of them going at the bowl. Either way, the drow inside the Forest of Anderon will get hit by both of them. Fire, they die. Water, they can at least hopefully swim, or if not, they drown. So at least with Titus, there is a hope that there are some that survive, and some that are happy, and some that can live, versus... And so basically what I'm saying is, if you go through the Underdark, they literally cannot escape the Forest of Anderon. There are drow sitting in there. Forces are going to enter the Forest of Anderon one way or another. Most likely right now it will be the Lord of Pestilence, and he will kill them all.
We have been through we have been through the Underdark before.
Have you
the
seen any
rats
pestilence?
isn't.
You have not seen rats.
It's
No.
all worse than rats.
Yes, well there are more worse than rats that he controls as well. Big monstrosities with lasers on their arms and...
Were there anything like the They look like warped
Like-
drow with many limbs, and they suck souls from one's face. Something like that?
Not those.
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay.
You saw a specimen of half drow, half spiders.
Yeah, but I was riding those. Driders?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not driders?
You were riding those? Wow.
That's what we saw. In the other Outlandish city.
No,
So
it
we
was-
know it hasn't gone that far
No.
north.
Well,
Possibly.
that is the thing, where I have no idea, because he could just be moving his army, traversing somewhere. I guess the last thing for me, Titus is not good, and I wish I could kill Titus. Right now, I could not. But I'd rather side with him and protect my people than not side with him and have the possibility of my people dying and me still dying. So if I'm going to die either way, I'd much rather just have my people survive.
At least
that
we
is
can try and influence Titus.
Yes.
I mean, I've never met Titus. I don't know what his deal is, but
He'd
if it's the
probably
best
like you.
way, then it's the best way. I assume we all have the same goals. I don't know
Yes.
now, but I assume
I would like to save the world. If that is your end goal, that is my end goal. That would be a great end goal.
I'd like to help the people here too,
I want to stop.
and hope goes a long way, even if it's just a morsel of it.
That is fine. We can hope.
I can't remember. Do I remember that Titus has... Do I know that Titus has Glorvex? Or was that something that only Osiris knows?
That was something only Osiris knows.
Okay.
Because he didn't share.
I mean, we all keep so many
I
fucking
literally
secrets.
can't.
Oh, you can't
Yeah,
say.
you can't
Yeah.
send.
I would encourage you to speak to the ones that are here, as they're suffering. And if you can't do it, then if you point me in the right direction, I will.
Are we saying the drow that are in this town? I do not know where they are. I bet they wouldn't be hard to find.
I would like to speak to them.
They need some hope.
Well,
You've been up for a year. I don't remember any part. I wasn't even raised in Drowish society.
but I adapted quickly because I wasn't raised in a drow society. I was kept in my room.
Yes, but we are evidence that, albeit we have messed pretty much everything up along the way that we can
But we have evidence that you can be different.
better.
Yes. I agree. I just need them to know that they don't have to believe in a god to have freedom. That is what got us into this problem in the first place, was Theirlundi being forced to become weak and follow a goddess that promised power in exchange for slavery.
Right.
And so now, I do not want them to become slaves of Balanzar. I would like them to become free. Slaves of themselves, I guess. That actually is not good, but at least if they are their own rulers and can live by their own rules, that is great. That is fine.
Might go over better if you tell them that.
I just need to find them. They just may not want to listen to me. Someone who was supposed to protect them and didn't.
Tell them you are protecting them. That's what you're doing.
Yes.
Maybe we could appeal to them without telling them that
I am Strakular.
you're struggling.
Alright. But I am a man.
Yes. And they're going to have to get used to that if they're going to survive up here.
They could reject you.
And then they
It's all
can
about the
waste away in
narrative.
the past.
That's fine.
It's their choice.
That is their choice. We just have to find them. It is a big town, though. Big city. But I will look for them or something. But we are looking for Hector first.
We can spend another day here.
Yes.
try and find some modicum of a lead.
And if we're trying to... with Titus, would you like to contact him?
Don't do that.
I'm not going to do that until everyone here is on the same page.
We don't need his help now, do we?
No, but I think it
I
would
would
be
like to
worthwhile to let him know some of the information that we know.
I would like to let him know that the only way into the Forest of Amdron is through the Underdark. Because if he wants to do anything about that, even if he wanted to go kill all the Drow, I couldn't control that.
But rescuing the High Elves and the remaining Drow, that might be worthwhile. Opening the Forest of Amdron so that...
Or at least letting him know so that if he takes an army down into the Underdark...
he knows what to expect.
Yes.
Yahir already let him know that there's a lich on the Dragon's Council, but I know a lot more information now that I wasn't able to tell Yahiro because I was speaking out loud. I'd be able to tell that to Titus, and then he would have more of an idea of what he's up against. Maybe he could question the Archmage that he has captive right now. I would like to question the Archmage he has captive right now.
You all seemed very frightened when he contacted you earlier. I just
He's a
think
frightened...
you should probably give it some time.
I'd honestly rather talk to him in person.
Oh, God, I would not.
You should probably give it some time.
If I talk to him in
before you
person, I'm
contact
going to die.
Yes, I think that's true.
So I'd just rather not talk to him in person.
I'd be willing to go in. Alone.
Would you like my help with talking to the Erlander?
Possibly. I would need your help finding them. I can talk to them.
I wonder if they would listen to someone who's not another Drow.
I don't believe so.
I don't want to talk to them, I just want to help.
Yes, if you could... if we
Also,
can...
I have disguised self.
Yes.
Oh, that would be interesting.
I don't think we would... Yes.
You could very easily pass off as just someone who escaped and acclimated well. Even if it's a lie, it'll help them believe it.
Yeah?
I'm not going to tell them I'm a necromancer.
I have spells that help with eloquence as well.
Alright. Well,
That
if
might be
our
worthwhile.
goal then would be to find... If we can find at least one tomorrow.
Yes.
Alright. But if you want to contact Titus, go for it. I have a way of contacting him if you need.
I might... We saw him talking to Zed, Taxinos, Yahiro. If we were to try and ask Titus if we could ally ourselves to him, because at this point it would be his permission, I would probably prefer to go through the proper string of command.
Yes, Zed would not try to kill us.
No. And Zed would maybe laugh us out of town before we had to go and talk to Titus in person.
That is true.
So it might be a good first step. But I want to make sure, Eupheme, are you sure you're okay with this?
I don't really care about the means as much as the end goal.
I think we all share a similar end goal.
Yes. Because there are... Eupheme, it is not like I'm giving up. I'm not giving up by trying to side with Titus. It is just... By the time I become strong enough to do anything about this, the world may not be here.
Yes, no, I'm fine with siding with Titus. I just thought I was getting pushback on
No.
letting people know that they're not alone.
No.
That's all.
I
I
think maybe
agree.
we were unclear about what the method of that was going to be.
I'm
Yes.
unclear too.
Sure. I suppose that was our
That is true.
miscommunication.
We are not trying to... We are not siding with Balanzar, we are siding with Titus.
Agreed.
Alright. Perfect.
Then, Eupheme, I know you were here as a favor to us, and in exchange we would do a favor for you.
A payment.
And what
Yes.
is it? If I may ask, because at this point, who knows if we ask... Well, at least for me, if I talk to Titus, he might just appear next to me and kill me. So,
Yes, let's not do that. I don't think you should be talking to Titus at all. Not
Alright.
because I think you could do poorly, I just think that we just want to keep you safe.
I agree. I do not want to talk to Titus.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that he won't talk to me, though.
That's true. But if he initiates, that's different than you.
Yes, I don't like when he initiates conversations with me.
Titus scratches the back of his neck.
He's like waking. He's like, "Do you wake me up again?" I'm like, "I'm fucking in my brain."
Literally.
He's like, "Oh, I just saw a cockroach."
Long story short, I'm going to need help figuring out what the fuck is wrong with me.
What's wrong with you?
That is the question. He
No,
asked.
I mean,
It's
what's
a long
wrong?
story. It's a long story. But we're going to get there.
We will get there.
I asked that not necessarily because I was curious immediately, but because the first time you traveled with us, it was as a favor for helping you with the creature we fought in the shards as well. You wanted to help us. You wanted to help me as well.
I wanted to help you all because you seem so sad and pitiful.
Yes. Out of sympathy, you accompanied us, and out of, I don't know, because we asked you to, you accompanied us this time. And there was, of course, an exchange of favors, but if we're going to try and fix all this together, I suppose I'm just wondering if we would consider ourselves less as people doing each other's favors and more as a party, a group.
I agree, but if we do that, then we are working, which is fine. I agree, but we have to be working towards the same end goal, which right now, your end goal is still to find Hector.
That's not my end goal.
Well, what is your goal right now? To find Hector?
My goal right now is to find Hector. My end goal is to try and stop whatever is going on with the Maxim of Magic.
Alright.
And also to help with the Lord of Pestilence.
Yes, that is my main goal.
And then eventually we'd have to deal with Titus. I want to be able to live peacefully. Above ground. As an Erlendite. That's my end goal.
I 100% agree. I've got a personal vendetta against North as well.
Really? Well, yes. That is good. I like that.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. I will.
It seems like the more things I find, the more I feel like I've wasted my life on on smaller things, saving souls and families of souls. It all adds up to something, but not enough, apparently, if there's all this shit. I need
But at least you've done something.
I need to do more.
Maybe.
And I need to find out.
And I feel like you're the one that Icklid trusts. You should be the one to show him. He hasn't had a father figure in his life. You need to show him that sitting around doing absolutely nothing.
It's a bit harsh.
Alright. Make it lighter than that. But, like you're saying now, even you've actually done something with your life. Icklid has done absolutely nothing. So what I'm saying is, you've done something, and you're still saying that your life feels like a waste. And you wish you could do more. Show the boy that. Because those are good lessons to know that doing nothing, when you die, you will feel like you did nothing because you did nothing. And you are nothing.
You can't shove all the evils of the world down a boy's throat like that. You have to.
You're right.
Yes.
You have to take it step by step.
I was actually planning on speaking to him. I was essentially a child at the beginning of all of this, and I behaved selfishly, and I had my one pursuit of some form of security, and if he doesn't want to be involved in all of this, he doesn't have to be. And I don't know if he has to take it one step at a time, if he doesn't want to try and save the world and stop the Liches and the Lord of Pestilence and the demigod of Balanzar. I don't want to make him, but I don't want him to think that it's a useless endeavor to try.
Agreed. We are on the same page.
We'll help you.
I've traveled alone for a long time. I've traveled alone for most of my life. There was only a short stint in which I wasn't, so I tend to think of things transactionally. I apologize if I insulted you because of that, but
I haven't been insulted. I told you in the mountains you were the first person who was, I felt, saw me without pretense of, you saw me for what I was and you still believed I could do better and that I should and that I was worthy of it. And it might have just been you helping out of sympathy at that point, but it meant a lot at a time that I didn't think I had much of a future. And I don't know how this works very well. But I think of you as a very good friend. And I hope that eventually that you can see us maybe not as something to be helped along, which I understand that we did come across that way, but that you can see us as friends too, if you want, when you're ready.
Again, I know it is tough to become my friend. But yes, someday, maybe, hopefully.
I don't know how it works. Maybe that's just it.
And on the transaction thing, for the first few months being up here, I only did things for gold.
That is true.
It was only gold. It was like people would ask to save someone's life, and I'd say there's their gold. Everything was a transaction because that's how the world works up here. So I understand why transactions. It makes sense.
It's just the safest way to do things.
Yes, it is.
You've helped me a lot on my journey, and you've been still here helping me find what I've been able to discover as my father. And I want to help you, not because you've done it for me, but we all deserve to find the things that we've lost again.
Thank you, Vivian.
Alright, I stand up. You can untake my brain out.
Okay, where are you going?
I'm gonna walk over to him unless he's doing something.
You're gonna sit on the couch.
After 10 minutes of sitting on the couch, I would have wanted to leave.
Okay.
I won't follow.
Silently.
Stalk him.
Okay.
Lord.
Yeah.
Okay, so you leave. Where are you going?
Okay. I would want to go north until I exit the city.
Okay. That takes you about
Okay.
35 minutes. Sorry, no. It would take you about 20 minutes, and then you would be in the outer villages
Okay.
of the city.
Okay.
And there are multiple ways out. So at this point, if you wanted to just go north, you would be
He's just
on
going.
the human side of the of town. You would be on the north central.
I'm like 4 years younger.
You guys entered from the northwest,
Yeah.
but you're leaving like north central,
North central.
into the outer villages.
Okay.
As a baby, my husband too.
Yeah. If I could continue north and then try to, would it be then east? Would then get me closer towards the forest.
Yeah, it'd take you a
Yeah.
while though.
He's gonna get
Yeah,
in this
that's
damn
fine.
forest.
Sounds good. So that's where you're going.
Sprints as fast as you can. Just.
Yeah, so you end up walking to the outer villages of the city, trekking out of the taller buildings and shops and into the small fenced and farm-filled, garden-saturated space of the outer reaches of Shenton. You walk along small paths, flanked on either side by old wooden fences, many of them accented by vines, blooming with small white flowers and bushes that push through the slots. Their branches caressing some of your thighs as you brush past them. You see small and moderately sized homes between fields of varying sizes, none of them less than a few thousand feet apart. Many of their occupants outside gardening, tending to their smaller farms, and spending time with their humanoid and animal companions. Eventually, you make your way through a small cul-de-sac near the center of the village, or center of the outer villages. You see small shops with little homes resting atop them, architecture similar to that of Heimdall's, but with more elvish influence, similar to 1700s American brick and wood architecture. You see the Amdine village grocer, general wares and goods, and the connecting thread as you walk past, and then you go through to the east, through all of the villages. Again, there are like multiple villages on the outside that make up these outer villages, and so you just walk through them.
Okay. Yeah.
Children playing on the side of the dirt paths. Okay. So you walk out. You see that Icklid is not there.
Right. What time is it?
It's around 6:30 at this point. 6:30 p.m.
Would shops still be open?
Some.
Alright, I start my walk towards what I would think the tailor would be.
Okay. Sounds good.
And I'll read my book for a bit.
Okay. Make an intelligence check for me.
Nerd.
The ostentatious throughout the ages.
Why are you bullying him?
You're reading
your
ostentatious
job.
throughout the ages.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that
Not in
had
real life, though.
Viscardi.
Viscardi.
Yeah, that's a stages. Yeah, ostentatious.
I just bought another book yesterday.
Just seeing how I roll. Wow. Okay. What am I doing? Intelligence?
Yes.
10.
10. Okay, so it's going to take you, I'm going to say, it's not a very large book. It's only about this thick. I'd say it's about the size, if not a bit smaller than The Hobbit.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're reading that. So, you walk towards the outer villages, and eventually, as you walk through and past all of the yards, a cat comes up to you, sort of like rubs your leg. Looks to be a gray with black stripe cat. Petting it?
Sure.
So you pet it. A child comes up. Hi,
Hello there.
you like Tim?
Is that your cat's name?
Hi.
Yes, Tim is nice.
Can you hand him to me?
Sure.
Wow. You got any kids?
No, I do not have any animals.
Are you disguised, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
I would have cast disguise
Human?
as a human.
Okay. No pets?
Or I would, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll cast this. I'll start using my disguise at some point.
Okay.
No cats.
Dogs?
No dogs.
You like dogs or cats?
I've never thought of that.
You never thought of that?
No, I don't really. They're all. An animal is an animal. To me. I like animals.
My mom told me not to trust people that say things like that.
Alright.
You like rats?
No.
You like mice?
No.
You don't like mice?
No.
They're so small.
They're rats, just with short tails.
Why don't you like rats?
Alright. When I was a child, there was a rat that crawled across my bed one night, and I got scared.
You're so big, though.
Well, it was
You think the rat was more afraid of you?
I was tiny when I was a child.
Yeah, but it's still not even close. I'm small and I love rats.
That's great. Good for you.
They're plump. Like yams. They're shaped.
That is. That is true. I guess the place I grew up, we have bigger rats. It's okay.
They're like dogs then, your size?
I like dogs, yes.
No, but are the rats
Oh.
like dogs?
No, they're, sure.
That sounds great.
Right.
I don't like dogs.
Really? Why not?
They're loud
Yes?
and aggressive.
Right.
Do you like fish?
I like, sure.
Do you like birds?
Yes. Do you know where the tailor is? The tailor's up ahead?
Yeah,
What's your name?
Susie?
Well, Susie. I will be back by this way. And, Tim is your cat?
Yeah.
Alright, I will speak to you again. I have to go to the tailor. I have some.
What's your name?
My name is Dagmars.
Can I call you Dag?
Sure.
Oh, Dad.
All right.
Just
Wow. Push her over. Watch her fall.
So you're walking through. Sort of a lot of
Cute.
the dirt kicks up behind you as you walk down, and you see more children along with other people watering their lawns. You get a couple glances from people in their homes. Some of them are a little bit pushed back. Smaller orchards. You smell sun-bathed tomato vines in the air.
And I'm avoiding the outer town that I was living in. I love you're
Oh,
making me
no.
walk through it.
That's the
That's the
only.
only way I
That's the
know.
only. Well,
Okay,
you're
that's
going
true.
near it because
That's
this
fine, that's
town center is the only place that you remember a
Okay.
a
Tailoring.
tailor.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I
Eventually,
guess.
you go and you find a cul-de-sac with a shop. The connecting thread. You find. It looks to be very small, with a pretty small home fixed upon its top. You walk in through a wood and glass door, hearing a small bell ding, at the top left corner as you do. You see the rest of the store, an extremely small storefront with a simple wooden front desk sprouting from the left wall as you enter, and a small area to the right illuminated by a cute window draped with old lace. The floors are scratched upon faded red wood, and behind the counter is a wall of hooks holding various garments with a door leading into the back room to the far right. You hear a woman calling out from the back, "Oh, just a second." And you hear footsteps upon hard wood coming ever closer to you. Eventually, she exits and reveals a kind old woman with wrinkled skin of dark complexion and a bun of kinky gray hair tied above her head. Her cheeks are a bit saggy, but a smile lifts them greatly just below a kind brown eyes that are encapsulated by hundreds of smile lines.
Okay.
Yes?
I was looking.
And you said it's small, so they probably don't have many pre-made things.
Yeah, what you see is on the wall. Various like doublets, button-up shirts, flowing cotton pants. Just trying to display a variety of
Material.
like materials, colors,
Okay.
button style.
And what have you been wearing? I would, because it's the same day. We haven't slept yet. I'd still be wearing my armor. Probably. Doesn't matter. Because I'm disguised. Cool.
I was wondering, is there any material that goes well under armor? In your
Something
opinion?
light.
Yes.
Say silk, cotton, maybe, depending on the thread.
All right.
Depends on preference. Silk is a bit more expensive.
Yes.
Cotton, itchier, depending on who makes it.
We'll take.
Or doublet under armor too, can't you?
but this isn't. Doublets are made custom, and they're very much more expensive. And
I
you
haven't.
didn't-
I don't have a doublet. Do I?
You do.
I
It
do.
comes with your armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, the underpadding is part of plate armor.
Later.
I turn around and start.
Heading back?
Yes.
Okay. Icklid,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing? You eventually, I'd say around 7:30 p.m., you get to the border of Amderon, in which your vision starts to blur. The redwoods sprouting all around you, and you see hares the size of German shepherds
Oh shit.
leaping and bounding through the forest.
Seen a large rabbit.
It's terrible.
What are you talking about? They're sweet. Carrots. Give them kisses.
You hear a branch and a black bear climbing up.
I want to see how far I can walk into the forest, so I'll start walking.
Okay, so you go blind. Vision reappears. You are walking out of the forest. You have no idea how long you got in. As you're looking at it, you cannot see. It is as if you were looking directly at the sun for an extended period of time. You have no idea what the distance was before you got turned around. You have no idea if you lost time. You have no clue.
Okay. I will. I'll go take out my book and open up. And I'll say, "Here we go again, buddy." Dimension door.
Okay. Where at?
Straight ahead.
Okay.
The full 500 feet.
Full 500 feet.
Yep.
All right. So you begin. Nothing happens. The spell does not go through. You do use a spell slot, however.
Yeah, okay. I'll head back into town. Do I know? No. I want to ask around, see if I can find where Jasper and his family are.
Oh. The White Locks.
Oh, you want to try and look around and find where Jasper is.
Or the White Locks.
The White Locks. Okay, make a persuasion check. While you're doing that,
Okay.
Vivian, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm just waiting for everyone to come back. I'm still
'Kay.
just chilling with Piffle.
What'd you roll for persuasion?
Like,
8. Okay, so you're getting there. You're reading Viscardi Morgan. At this point, it's been an hour. Okay.
That's smart.
My mints, yeah.
It's so weird. You've read books. There are huge swaths of this story missing, and you know it. It's not whited out. There aren't pages ripped out, but the flow of it doesn't quite make sense to any person who has ever told a story. If you're reading it normally, it seems to have a beginning, middle, and an end. However, the intentions of the characters are missing. Dialogue is choppy. And Viscardi Morgan says maybe 2 or 3 words the entire time.
Censored books.
You see and hear nothing about what the Vampire Lord is actually like. The battle itself is derivative, very boring. You could make it up in a heartbeat. You see Fireball. You see Ray of Frost. No necromancy is spoken of. In fact, the power of both the wizard and the vampire itself seem to be far less powerful than Vivian, with their spells not even breaching the 3rd level. It's incredibly odd. However, if you want to make an investigation check to see if you can derive anything else from it.
Investigation.
Yes.
Can I give myself
Secret
guidance?
codes. Secret codes.
Secret
Secret codes.
Yes, I will allow it.
Flauntus wrote. I'm fucking awesome down the page.
Oh,
the
yeah.
paragraphs.
Why am I so bad?
Dude, you have luck.
Oh! I will use luck.
Oh shit.
Or inspiration.
I'm gonna use inspiration first then.
Luck is a gift from the gods. Save it until you have a death save.
Not so bad.
Okay.
What is it? Just investigation?
Mm-hmm.
18.
18. Okay, so you find one word that seems interesting. And you've never heard of it before. Urashmiel.
Flauntus just making up words.
So is this authored by Flauntus?
The author is not given.
Okay.
Flauntus is maybe a better writer than he is a wizard.
Maybe
Urashmiel is spelled Yerachmiel. What's most odd about it is that it appears to be partly cut off on the page and is there seemingly strangely. Cuts into the middle of what could have been a sentence and trails off the page. Makes no sense.
Oh. I'm gonna take this to Vivian.
Okay, so you take it to Vivian, who is currently just sitting there.
Vivian! I'll
I'm just
throw
trying.
my door open.
Okay.
And I catch
Fifth
him.
goal.
I catch him.
His limbs just sort of recorrect.
Hopefully I didn't interrupt anything.
I was just trying to talk. I was trying to. No. You did
Hithgol
not.
just sort of on your nose.
No, you didn't.
Well, I have this book.
I said it, cool down.
I found this book that has something to do with Viscardi Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Viscardi Morgan. It's about a fellow named Flauntus. So you've heard of him. Have you read the book? Because it's awful.
No. I have come across it many times and have never picked it up. I didn't know that it had anything to do with Viscardi Morgan. Otherwise, I probably would have. But it's awful.
It's so bad. I could write miles beyond this when I was like 13.
Okay. Does it have any information about?
That's kind of why I wanted you to look at it. There's this weird word. I don't know if you know it. I'm not sure where it is.
Okay, so it's Yerachmel.
What was that?
Yerachmel.
M-I-E-L.
Is this like
Okay.
some sort of magical special word, or
I've never
does it
heard
open things?
of the word itself, but it looks like it might be an anagram. I can see the word alchemy on it.
Oh, you are smart.
Make an intelligence check for me.
Okay.
Bardic inspiration.
You can. I'll allow it.
Nice.
I'll allow it.
That's a plus D6?
Yes.
Please. Okay, that's not bad. Alchemy. Intelligence?
Fuck these
What?
shits. Such the yellow dice. I think I can't see the numbers on it. I'm like sitting here. I'm
It
like,
rolled a bunch of natural 20s for me before this, but now it's rolling pretty. Okay, so that's a. I can do math. God, I'm so sorry. 17.
Addition.
Listen. I'm dumb. I don't know what to say.
Okay, a 17, you can tell it's not an anagram. Doesn't spell anything correctly. While you guys are doing that,
Okay.
what are you doing? What are you doing, Cade? Or Dagamaris?
walking back, I think. I mean,
Okay, so you're walking back? Are you...
are the farmer markets, are they open? Closing up? What time would it be, I guess?
No, it's closing up now. At this
They
point.
close-
Are you stopping to say hi?
Anyone?
To Susie. You're not going to say hi to
Oh, it's
Susie?
just Susie? Oh, is Susie still
Yeah,
out?
Susie.
Alright, then I'll say hi to Susie.
Okay, so you stop by the gate
I'll
and
stop
you
by.
see in the window a ways away. It's a big window. You see her,
Oh my god.
and you see
So cute.
the doorknob sort of turn and she sort of flails out. Hi.
Hi, Susie. I bought some clothes. I'm
Wish
gonna
you got clothes.
What?
You got clothes though.
Yes, but I'm going to have a nice. It's going to be a nice cloak and some clothes. So when I don't wear my armor, I can have clothes on.
My mum told me not to trust people that wear cloaks.
Ah,
Good
Right.
advice.
well, it is not like a scary cloak. It will be a lighter color. It will be elegant looking. It will be nice.
What?
I will look like. It will be elegant.
Elegant.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Very. I will look like a good guy.
Mommy says that cloaks make you bad guy.
Well, maybe, but sometimes, there's rain and you want to protect your armor. My armor is very expensive. I don't want it to get rain on
How
it.
expensive?
Pretty expensive.
Gonna get mugged.
I didn't actually buy it. It was
Like how much though? Like 2 silver?
Oh, baby.
I would say 6 silver.
Wow.
No,
That's like 8 months allowance.
really.
How much you save for that?
It was a gift. It was a gift from.
You got that as a gift?
Yes, I did. It's very nice.
From who?
From. My teachers.
Your teachers give you gifts?
These specific teachers, yes. I was their best student.
Can I get armor if I'm good student?
Possibly.
You're pretty big.
Nice.
Can I get that big?
Possibly. I'd have to see your parents.
Why?
It is. You're going to be the size of your parents.
What, Dad's pretty tall?
And you might be that tall. It'll be good, Susie. Would you? And you want armor? You say? Would
Yeah. I want to fight things.
You want to fight things?
Give her a knife.
Okay, I don't have a knife. I have my great sword. And if you were to have a piece of armor, would you rather have a helmet or a wooden sword?
A shield.
A shield.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's big.
A big shield?
You can also glide down hills with it.
Yes. Alright. Alright. I will be back. Maybe not tonight, but I'll be back tomorrow.
Your name's Dag, right?
Dag, yes.
I'm going to tell my mom about you. I'm going to say that cloaks and bad people not true, yeah?
Oh, yes. Alright, anything, in this shield of yours that you wish you had, or would you... Any special in any way?
I sort of wanted to shoot fire from the front of it.
Well... Maybe when you're older.
Yeah.
But first, let's get you a shield, alright?
Are you getting me a shield?
Possibly.
Oh. What? What?
If it will... Yes, they might not be... The armor or blacksmith, whoever would create it might not be open right now. But I might have to do it tomorrow. But I could get you a shield.
Are you serious?
Sure, Susie.
I'd
You
kill
can
for
go...
Susie.
You can go sledding.
If my mom hadn't told me not to hug strangers, I'd hug you.
That's alright. I do not need a hug. But thank you. I will get you that.
I don't think you're serious. Don't lie to me. It's not nice to lie.
Alright.
You said it's only good. I'm terrible at studies.
Alright, how about this? Can I just give her 1 gold piece? There you go.
I smashed.
Alright.
What's this?
That is a gold piece.
No. This ain't gold. You.
Alright.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
1 gold?
1 gold.
It's a whole gold. You give me it.
Yeah, so would you rather have silver? I can give you silver.
No.
Like
No. You gave it to me. You can't take it.
I wasn't going to. I'm going to go get you.
Are you serious?
Absolutely, I'm serious. Go
She bites it a little bit.
Yeah, don't hurt your teeth.
Let's go.
Yes, it is. Yep.
She like puts it in a pocket on one of her
Good.
dresses.
Keep it safe. Susie, I will come back with a shield. All right. It won't shoot fire. But I will come back tomorrow.
Well, if I give you a go back, will you give me shield that shoots fire?
Sorry, I can't.
That's fine.
You know, a shield that would shoot fire would be more expensive than my armor.
More than 8 silver?
Yes, it would be more than 8 silver. It would be more than that gold piece.
You're lying.
I might be. It's all right. But here, how about go back to your family. Have a good night, and I will.
I'm not telling him about the gold.
You don't have to. Don't tell. I would say don't tell anyone about the gold. Keep it hidden and keep it for yourself. Don't tell your friends. They might want to steal it.
Really?
I don't know. They might. I don't know.
Should I bury it?
You can bury it. Just remember where you
Like a
bury it.
pirate?
Like a pirate. Do that. Yes. What is a pirate?
What are you saying?
All right. Sure. Yes. Do that. Take it.
Can you give me a shovel too then?
Sure, I can get you a shovel. I'll get you a shovel. Or you can just use the shield as a shovel. It can be a useful tool.
We're on a shield.
All right. Susie, the more we talk, the less I get to go get that shield.
She just like runs away.
How old is she?
She looks to be about 5.
Yeah. So then I'm going, and if I'm walking into the main town, I'm gonna try to see if the armor or something is open.
Okay, I'll say that
Or not armor,
you do
blacksmith.
find one. You want to get like a small heater shield.
I literally, the small, like something that's like literally like small.
Oh, a buckler?
Yes, like a buckler.
Yeah, perfect. And then I will also, if there's a general store on the way back, I'll get a shovel. But if not,
Okay, I'll say for a small buckler, it'll run you about 2 gold.
that's fine.
Sorry, 1 gold. I'll say 1 gold for
So
the
2
buckler.
gold total because I lost one.
And then the shovel.
Yeah.
I'll say is 2 bronze or 2 copper.
2
2
copper.
copper. Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna walk back trying to get to her, but if she's asleep, I don't know what time it would be. But
Yeah, you'd be about 8:30, and as you get there, all the lights are off
That's fine.
in the home.
then I will just.
But Tim is there on sort of the post. Meow.
Right, Tim.
Meow.
I pet him, and I walk back to the inn. Or
You
the
hear.
Suite.
Oh,
Tim, no.
Wow.
You have responsibilities.
Oh, he's following me.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
All right, no, Tim, go back home.
Okay, make an animal.
Tim, no.
Tim, 22.
22. Okay, so you shoo him.
Tim, all right.
and then I head back.
Okay, so you persuasion. What would you roll?
Oh, 12.
12.
You was
Okay,
getting
so you're
bold
unable at
to
this
be a
point.
PC.
No one. This is a large city. Tens of thousands of people live here.
No one really cares about me. That's the thing. It's just like,
You wanna go?
seeing someone smile is nice. He's like, that bring happiness, I guess.
Okay. All right. I will head back.
Only just now.
Yes, go
Oh,
to
I
Winslow.
want to.
Transaction.
I do want to hit the general store real quick.
You smile.
Okay.
I want to buy
You get gold. It's all the way to
a lantern.
A lantern.
Yeah.
Okay. Like an oil lantern.
Yeah, oil lantern.
I'll say that's 2 copper. Or sorry, 3 copper.
Okay.
And for the oil, I'd say it's another copper for a bottle of oil.
Okay. 4 copper total.
4 copper total.
Okay, great.
5 copper total, I'd say.
So 5 copper. Cool.
Okay.
Sorry, and then I'm going back to the suite.
Okay, so you go back to the suite. At this point, as they are still in the midst of arguing or discussing Flantis, Dagamaris, you get there first, and then about 15 minutes later, 20 minutes later, Icklid comes through again. And you all appear to be in the living area space, now dimly lit by the moon, by the lanterns outside, as well as the candelabra coming in, shining in through the dining.
There's a book about Viscardi Mar.
What is Viscardi Mar?
Viscardi's Mar.
Viscardi Morgan.
Yes.
What? Is it?
It doesn't say much, but apparently Flauntus fought him in the First Age.
It's a very old.
Flauntus is the...
The shirtless wizard.
Right.
There's pornography in the first book.
Really? No.
Finally!
Dagamaris' eyes light up. Vivian is still carrying Marylandish smut.
That's tricky.
Oh, fuck.
Alright.
Does the name Yelachmiel mean anything to you?
Does that mean anything to me?
Absolutely not.
Fucking Christ,
think so.
Avery. What is this?
Probably just a
No.
typo.
I don't know. I don't, but... Yeah. Alright, well, if it doesn't say anything about Viscardi Morgan, it doesn't matter.
Seems pretty weak.
Yes, well, he's not weak. I saw him turn thousands of drow into rat people very quickly.
That's definitely not in the book. Right?
No.
No,
Who
he
wins?
was also strong enough.
Who wins? Flauntus does
Yes.
in the book.
Does he kill him or did he just like thwart him?
Thwarts him, actually. There's no mention of what happens to Viscardi. It's just victory.
Viscardi Morgan is also strong enough to chop my arms and legs off and make it constantly so that I always stay alive. What, so like down in the prison, I tried to kill myself many times. So that means that either, I do not know, but most of my spells that would do something like that, I'd have to be concentrating on that, constantly. So,
Maybe you should write a book.
it would not be very happy. No one would want to read my book.
Well, if it's happy at the end of this, I'll write it for you.
Alright, thank you.
We could do a lot better than this Flauntus guy. He didn't wear a shirt.
I don't wear a shirt. That doesn't mean much.
You could be
Flauntus? No.
the next Flauntus.
No.
We can make a sequel to this book.
I don't know. I don't really know much about Flauntus.
At this point, Icklid opens up, walks in.
How was your walk?
Fine. There's only 2 beds, and then this futon. How are we divvying that up?
Well, that one has my name on it, so
I don't sleep. I meditate, so I don't need a bed.
Neither do
I don't sleep either.
I'll take all the beds. I guess.
Fine, I'll just take the other room.
Wakes up 2-hour intervals. Time for my next bed.
I'm thinking of stacking them. One big bed.
Princess and the pea.
Fine, I'll take the other room. I'll just walk into the other room.
Okay.
And
Okay.
In the morning, I'm going to check out that item store that Vivian was talking about.
Yes.
I don't know what items you found in it, but were they expensive?
Yes. Yes. There might be some that are cheaper. I spent 300 gold on a
Oh,
ring.
well, I only have 30 gold. So,
Your silhouette might be intimidating. You might get some deals.
I don't want to be intimidating anymore. I'd just rather be,
You should try harder then.
to be less intimidating.
Less intimidating.
Well, if it's just me walking in, that's just them being scared. That doesn't. I do not want to. That's just them. That isn't me.
It's their problem.
That's their problem.
Okay.
Because I cannot change how I look. I mean, I can, with magic. But my presence is an aura. I can't change that.
This
You
man
are-
has an aura.
You are 100% correct. Well, I'm going to bed.
Alright, good night.
Okay. You guys all go to bed.
Alright.
Long rest. Give me
Eupheme.
Oh.
Has a dream.
So we have to leave?
No.
Oh.
We don't have to go outside anymore when we leave. Aren't you guys excited?
Yeah, we just got that far.
So, as you sit there, you see roots first, sort of coming into your vision. Complete blackness. As you look down, you see wild flowers and grass mingling with each other, and the roots slowly and softly stretching out, rotating around like a pod and encapsulating you. You see pitch blackness for a moment, and you feel liquid, thick. And after the fifth drop, it illuminates, splats upon the black wall of the root. You look at it. You recognize the energy. It's that of souls. Look up. Sort of hits you in the eye, and you hear like a clock. And then it becomes slower. Becomes slower. Even slower. And before you know it, the distance between seconds is hours. The sound left from the ticking of the mechanisms so long you hear it for a lifetime. And as you sit there, the water, or the soul energy, consumes you. And then it's morning. Eupheme, you wake up. There's a card on your chest.
Oh. Oh, it's dead.
You look at it. It's a book covered in vines.
Oh.
It looks exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
Can I reach into it?
It doesn't work.
What?
Deep breath.
Oh gosh.
No. Get up and.
Okay. Do you take the card?
Yeah, I'm taking the card.
Oh
Icklid.
gosh.
Mm-hmm.
During your sleep.
Oh, fuck.
Or just like
Dream
my.
sequences.
No,
Warlock.
you actually
warlock.
lose time.
Oh wow.
You black out at some point.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
You see a vial first, and then as you lock on and your eyes gain focus, the room lights up. You're in a kitchen. Looks like a nice kitchen. Looks like the wall, like a corner wall of cobbled stone, is lined with a marbled countertop, and there are windows, very nice paneled windows in the shape of diamonds that look out into a gorgeous garden, almost.
Does it look like my house?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No. You
That's a good question.
pick up the vial.
Yeah.
And you out in front of your house. The vial filled with a red liquid. Blood, you'd think. And as you look at your door, your book. You look, your book, looks like your book. The vial is on the ground. It, liquid. Bats appears. The door. You look all around you. You see the city you grew up in. Stretch away. You exist nowhere. Your house existing in a black plane of nothingness. And as the door, you hear. And then, soundless, you see an old face with no eyes out from the shadows. Just stare at you. And then, and you wake up.
Oh gosh.
Yikes.
Okay.
Big yikes. Gotta love dreams.
Can I? Yeah. Can I rapidly check to make sure I have my book?
Yeah, book's still there.
Okay. And I flip through and.
Yeah, there's one page. Just says in the top corner, once. The blood. Not in your handwriting, and none that you know of.
It says the blood. Oh, man. Is Bats in the room?
Right next to you.
Yeah.
Just sort of. Right.
I guess I'll defer to you. I would ask him. Do you know what this is?
No.
It's got a creepy voice.
Were you?
For a rat.
Were you dreaming too?
No.
I don't sleep anymore. What is this? Fine then. Let's start our day. No.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that translated or is he speaking common?
It's a good
No,
translation.
he's
translation.
translated.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He's not speaking God. He's suddenly like.
You just hear from the other room, just
I
like
understand
deep
all
Cockney
that.
voice. We're all like, is it Titus? Is it Titus?
Dagmar's just like.
It's slightly different.
All
All right.
Made it.
I
You
can wake
all-
you up, man.
You all wake up. Some less restful than others, with a long rest.
Hey.
Okay.
Meow, meow, meow.
It is now May 16th. What would you like to do with the day?
I'm gonna go find Susie.
All right. So it is pretty early in the morning, just so you're aware.
Yeah.
And then I'll just.
It's around 8, I would say.
Were there leftovers from dinner?
No, because he dropped 2 of the plates.
We were all fond of
The
it
imp got to
anyway.
eat though.
You love it.
who's going to the magic store? I'm leaving.
All aboard.
I'll come to the magic store.
Yeah, I'll go.
Magic store?
Why don't we go?
Oh,
We've
you mentioned that, right?
Yes, they had a bunch of very interesting and very helpful items.
fun adventure.
Yes, it'd be better if I have an entourage.
What time is it?
Around 8 a.m.
Oh, okay. So they might be open, yeah. I'm gonna put Hithgol in his new little, like, it's like a little harness that adds on to my backpack. So he's just kind of like, he can hold on to my ears while he's sitting on my backpack.
And remember our other goal. Eupheme.
Right. Many hours in a day.
Yes, that is true.
Many hours.
Sure, magic store.
Okay. So you guys had two. What?
I want to stop by like a jewelry store too to see if I can pawn some stuff.
Yeah. What did you want to try and sell?
2 hours later.
Wow, really wanted those bracers.
Well,
Oh, how much are the braces again?
481 gold pieces.
Wait, the bracers? I thought they were 200.
No.
Oh, you're right.
The sword was 480.
200. I forgot the price. Honestly, I'm appraising it right now. So I'll give it to you for, I don't know, kid. You look like a swell lad. You got anything bargaining with?
No, I haven't brought much. And
All right, 281 gold. 77 silver.
yeah,
It's just a bunch of gold.
it's just
That's
a bunch
just too much.
That's a lot of gold, but they're crazy.
Yeah. I don't have that. Thank you though.
Aye, that's a shame.
Mage armor overrides the bracers, yeah. No?
You told me mage armor overrides the bracers.
No. That's something that sets your AC to something. However, this is a +2. Armor overrides mage armor. This would
But
give
isn't
mage
this too
armor,
bad
so that would
then?
be 13 plus something, right? What's
Plus
your
5, I think, is mage armor. Or no, plus
Plus your dex.
dex, yeah.
13
Yeah, so
plus
13 plus dex +2
Wow.
with these bracers.
I misunderstood grossly then. Damn it.
I might be
It's
able
fine.
to afford that at least.
Aye! Here, have your blade back. Also, cool trick with the summoning.
Thank you.
Aye.
280. How much was that? 280.
281, 77 silver,
77.
42 copper. You got that?
Just shy.
How much more do you need?
Like a gold or two.
I can give you gold.
I can give you gold.
I'll give you gold. Enough. to not-
Aye, coming together. I like to see it.
I have 3 gold.
3 gold? Alright. Here's 3 gold.
You don't want the bracers?
Yeah, we'll pay for the bracers.
Not the layer.
It's too expensive. I'm sorry. I'm too
Oh, make me an offer. What would you rather have? Bracers or layer?
Definitely the layer.
Okay.
That looks so cool.
How much money do you got?
I've got 286 gold.
286. How much do you have?
7 gold, 10 silver.
I have 20 gold.
I'll give you to it. 310 gold pieces.
Is that,
Is
all
that our
that
total?
together?
That's all that again. What do you say, guys?
Sure,
I'll pay you back.
Yes,
of course.
absolutely.
I
I
still
want
I
have-
said that as a kindness, but okay.
to, at some point, if you ever get rid of that sword, I'd rather take it.
When you
If you ever.
you would work with something so small?
Yes.
Yes.
It has a special meaning.
Alright.
Oh. does it bother you that I use it?
No, it is fine.
Big jealous. Big jelly.
So, you're getting a layer?
Do it.
By the grace of my friends, I suppose I am.
I'd like to tell you a story.
Okay.
A man came in, his name was Jappy.
Was it really?
Yes,
Really?
it's an ugly name. But it was a little halfling fella. He was a bard. He'd been saying tales of He came in and he said to me, I'd like to buy so-and-so. I forget what it was. And he said that he would bottle his song for us, for a discount. Since he was not so far in life, he said, yes, this lair is a product of using that bard's song, infused into the birch wood of it. Alright?
Song of Jabby.
The song of Jabby.
Was he a good bard, at least?
Oh, yeah. Of course. What? What, you think I would bottle a fucking shite song? Absolutely not. You think he's coming in here singing like, no, of course he's not. He had a voice. Oh, I'd imagine possibly. Maybe Acre might have. Right? Beautiful and earthy. Alright? And I think that's why his song helped enchant such modest and rooted powers within it. It gets dirty, so clean it.
Will do.
Alright. Goes over.
Prestidigitation work.
No! Don't use magic to clean magic.
Oh.
It's tacky. Clean it with your hands. Oil it.
Alright.
Alright. He opens up he pulls out the key ring, hundreds of rings upon it. Close all your ears. Reaches in. Hey. Pulls out the lyre. You see a beautiful white wood rimmed with what looks to be gold leaf on the edges.
Damn.
That looks to be in the shape of like vine that is slightly textured and uneven. In the face of it, you see two satyrs dancing with each other. And as you look at it, it appears to slowly move with notes. And just below them, around this circle that they're walking around, you see a city slowly being built and ants dancing within it as well.
Dancing ants.
The strings themselves are a silver and brass wrapping around each other into the dips. And the strings themselves are wild, sort of like uncut and coming off of it. The layer of building.
Yeah, that is a god tier.
Yes.
God.
You now have the layer of building.
You have the mending kit. Thank God someone on this fucking team has the mending kit. Fuck.
No more new clothes.
Hey, is that all that you want?
Yes.
That's 2 magic items. That's a total of like somewhere around 700 gold. You built us multiple more magic items and paid for our rent. Thank you. Thank you kindly.
I might as well grab that rope.
Hey.
That's 35 gold.
Why don't you just buy that? Why don't you just buy it?
Buy what?
Your home.
Since we live in the city, we do own the building, but you still have to pay in order to own the building.
I understand what you
You
mean.
have the
Yes.
shop tax and all
Right,
that.
right.
Can you do 20?
Yeah. Persuasion check.
That was the original price.
What is simple? It was 35.
Oh, was it? It was 20 because I remember you said 20 because I had 35 and I still have 15.
Line to the shop.
Yeah, the art of the deal.
Part of the deal.
18.
18. 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
26.
No.
26.
You just said 25.
I saying 26 now, kid.
You don't have to.
I'm saying 20 again.
25 and 5 silver.
19.
25 and 5 silver. What are you bargaining with? You want the rope?
It was 20 originally. So
I know it was.
All right.
Wait, was it?
yes.
25? Flat? I took away the 5 silver. Stop being a little brat.
Gold.
Scam.
Aye. 25 gold.
25 gold.
25? That sound good?
They're trying to move up in the world.
All right, give me the gold, lad.
We did get a deal from the other.
Jeez.
Yeah.
They reach in and they get off of it. Get off of it. Never mind it. Never mind it. And close it. Here is your rope amending. Yo. Excellent. Me and my wife are going out to dinner tonight. That's for sure.
Thank you very much for all of your items.
Aye. Have a great rest of your day. And use those items well. Don't try and break the layer over your knee. It's not going to explode like a staff would.
I would never,
Alright.
ever.
I'm gonna go do it now.
Alright. So you guys leave?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you heading off to now?
All right. I have something I need to go do.
Okay. We can start trying to find potentially where the
Yes,
other...
and I will meet you back. Around somewhere around here.
Sure. I can also send to you
Perfect.
at a certain point.
Yes.
If we haven't found each other by what time is it?
It's about 9:30 after that.
If we don't find each other by how long will you take?
9:30 a.m.
Not long, probably 30 minutes.
Okay.
Total.
We'll probably just go to a tavern and ask if there are any women who are very rude and large.
That is
Why
why
are we
Who are we looking
for?
for?
Rude and large.
we're looking for drow that are in the town, hidden.
Okay.
We're going to talk to them.
That's why I have a question about the large woman. Shouldn't we just ask for
Ferocious women in general. You are a small one.
Ferocious Terran?
Yeah, shouldn't we just ask for that person?
He thought that you were going to say ferocious.
Oh!
Ah.
I was gonna say ferocious.
Oh, really?
But then you said ferocious, and I was like,
I thought the other drow were large and muscular like you, weren't they?
sometimes I don't know. Well, I
Yes.
We kept-
Some women were larger than you.
don't know. Yes,
But most of them were large.
Mhm.
I am particularly.
You're
I'm
like a
round.
pygmy.
All right.
Well, I think if they were like Erlundai around here, we would know. Like if people knew, then we would know.
They're
They're
disguised, I'm sure.
disguised.
But they're not roaming around free.
No, I don't believe so.
So we need to
Oh.
figure out.
They're
Well,
being.
when they came out of the Underdark, they started biting people.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Who's this?
Wow.
Frosia? You said?
Somebody who we're supposed to talk to here. Right?
Ferocia, she's the leader of the Deserted. It's a group of like half elf, half wood elves that have been trying to get back into the town and protect. Yeah,
we
the
helped them.
Yes.
Will they?
They have not been. I knew of them.
Will they let us talk to the other drow?
They had
Did they
said
know that you're and
yes, because they talked to me. They pulled me off the cart when I was undisguised.
And we need to talk to Drow. Why?
You were not a cart. You were walking through
Sorry,
the
I'm
border.
sorry.
Yeah.
We didn't have a
We were next to the cart. We were standing next to a cart.
we?
We're talking to them because they need encouragement.
Because I was supposed to be their leader at one point, or sort of, in a way.
Okay. And
And
this gets us closer to the
it gets
where
us
we're going. How?
Why weren't you asking that question while we were in the shop buying items?
Well, that's prepping us for a journey. That makes sense.
Well, it's just something we have to do before we leave.
Yes. They are my people, and I'm going to go try to find them. But first, I have this tiny task I need to do, and then I will come back and I will look for my people. Alright. Send to me when you are ready. And I start going up.
Okay, so what are you three doing then?
So we go speak to Frozen.
Ferocia, do you know where she is?
Oh
I suppose. Have we seen the deserted around the
Wasn't she
town?
in
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see the deserted frequently.
Oh,
no!
okay.
Wasn't she in the town like thing, like the Capitol building? Right?
You saw the Capitol building.
I
Yeah,
don't-
we went by it, but we never went in.
No.
I think that's where she's supposed to be, right?
If you have a good idea, then I'm sure we could start there.
Oh boy, am I leading this? Okay.
We walked by the town hall,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Vivian.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we know where it is. We can go.
As we walk, I do want to talk to Iglid.
Dagomars was the first other Erlendi that I saw.
Okay.
Obviously, I had my memories wiped, so that isn't saying much, but I haven't seen one since then. And I don't think that he's seen another other than me since he left the Underdark as well. That's why we're going to find them. Part of trying to make the world better is trying to help our people be less really awful, so that we can have a space and belong above ground like we used to.
Sure, I can understand as much.
It's,
The plight of your people. Yeah.
it's what Dagomaris, that's what his main goal is. So we want to help him. And I want to help him too. I want the Drow to the Erlendi. I want the Drow to be the Erlendi again.
Okay. Is he staying here then? While we go look for Hector?
No.
But why would he come with us to do that?
We've talked to you about this Lord of Pestilence, right?
He thinks Hector can help with the Lord of Pestilence?
Any strength can help with the Lord of Pestilence. That's why we were talking about joining up with you-know-who. He's a god,
Who's
And-
a god?
the Lord of Pestilence. And he's been turning all of the Drow into rats.
God of what? Pestilence?
I think so. I'm not really sure. I just know that he's stronger than probably a lot of the people that we've met. And
Plague and sickness.
Dagomaris was. I don't know much about his fate.
Wasn't Dagomar saying that he is like met with this Lord? So
He was tortured by him for months.
that's another god beyond the divine barrier.
Yes. The thing is, I'm pretty sure he used to be a vampire. So he ascended. He wasn't like a divine being before this and broke through the barrier. I think he somehow achieved some form of power at that level. Viscardi Morgan is what he used to be.
Wait, who says he's a god? Like, where did we learn that? Did we read that in the book or something?
Where did I read that? He's like a god.
In one of the books in Kretala, it said the Horned One.
Yes. In one of the books that we read that listed all of the known deities, he was in there as the Horned One. The Lord of Pestilence. And Dagomaris knows that his name is Viscardi Morgan, and
So
we've...
it's two gods that are fucking with the Erlendi.
Who's the other one?
Lolth,
Wolf,
Oh.
the goddess of pain and torture.
pain, torture, sickness,
Plague.
pestilence, plague. That sounds fucking awful.
And that's why, at least in Dagomaris' way, he is, I think he was destined to try and save the Drow from the Lord of Pestilence.
Don't
It's
tell
not...
him that, though.
Don't tell.
Don't say that to him.
To Dagomaris?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's still his goal.
Yeah, but I think if you say that to him... Never mind. Continue your conversation.
I just mean that it's not something that he wants to do because he wants to. It's not something that we're involving ourselves in because we want to. It's something that needs to be done. It's something that does fall on his shoulders, or at least all of the Drow thought it did, and so did Lolth. And so they put all of that pressure on him. And they put someone who at the time was far weaker than we are now up against a god. What was he supposed to do? With all of his people being turned into rats. All of my people being turned into rats. That's why we're reaching out to Titus. Because he has the power to help us do something about it.
You think he's actually gonna help me?
I think that he wants people, he wants humanity to be happy. I think if a bunch of pestilent rats come up from the Underdark, it will make humanity pretty unhappy. He has the power. And
just because he has the power doesn't mean he sees it as his issue.
I think he sees humanity as his responsibility. And that is a direct threat to humanity.
If he says no, he says no. That doesn't mean you don't ask.
Same with the liches. A direct threat to all of us. And he's a problem that can be dealt with later, but the Lord of Pestilence is a god, and there are 10 liches in an organization of horrific mages. And then there's a man who has turned to an evil god in order to save people. It's not great, but against the other two, it's a better option to make sure that everyone can continue to live in some form of happiness and comfort. We're not saying that we want to worship Balanzar. That is the last thing we want to do.
It just feels like Titus and Balance are pretty inseparable.
I hope they
I've seen.
aren't. Because, because that would have been our fault.
Our?
Dagamaris and I.
Really?
Yes.
I don't. Is this you claiming responsibility for saving the world again?
Titus wouldn't be in the position he's in if it wasn't for us.
I don't understand what you're saying.
It means you guys are more powerful than you think, I guess.
No, it means we were stupid. And we were ignorant, and we acted in our ignorance, and we hurt the people around us.
I'm just saying your actions have large consequences, and if you intend something, then those consequences could probably be large and good.
That is true. If we...
You said you were familiar with Titus before. Did you do something to him?
Yes. We did.
Why?
We were trying to help. We opened a door to a tomb of Balanzar. On accident. We didn't know what he was. I was 2 weeks out of the Underdark. And Dagamaris was similar. And we had a third person with us at the time. And we left the key with him. It was stupid. But we did. We went somewhere to try and check on his friend. Failed to make sure his friend was actually okay. Came back. And he had already been affected.
If you didn't force him in, then
We let him have the key.
you don't let people live their lives. They just do.
We opened the door, and we gave him the key.
The rest was up to him.
And that's true. But without us making that mistake, things might have been very different for him at least.
So you tried to help someone, and you made Titus.
Yes.
And now
Disagree.
you're advocating
We tried to help, and
for helping everyone?
You
That
see
is-
where that line of logic
that
goes?
is weak. That is a weak line of logic.
Also, being guilty for opening a door.
It was an accident. We did help them. We stopped the thing that had killed the people in that place. We just also happened upon the key, And we also happened to figure out how to open the door. And we left it to him.
Vivian claiming responsibility, Eupheme.
Yeah, I think it's silly to claim responsibility for someone else's actions.
I don't know if Titus had a choice or if Balanzar saw something in him and took it.
Even more of a reason why it's not your problem. Or
No.
not your fault.
And I understand that it's
Just
not
as-
entirely our fault, but we had a hand in it.
Just as it's silly to claim responsibility for saving the world based on the actions
Do
of
you live in it?
others.
How does the world change?
That's why
The world has changed a lot over the past thousands and thousands of years. How does it change?
I don't know.
By people doing what they can, sometimes messing up and making it worse, and sometimes being capable or being lucky and making it better.
I don't help people because I think I'm responsible for them. I help them because I care about them. And I want to live in a good world. It's not that complicated. Because I can.
These people that we're passing on the street, I wouldn't say they're responsible for a lot. They're responsible for what they think, and they're responsible for the way they treat others. But it's not like they have a book and an imp. It's not like they're a wizard, or they have a sword that appears out of nowhere, or that they have a magic mark that allows them to cast spells. That's how much responsibility that they have. They live their lives, and they choose who to follow.
Yeah, I envy them.
I do too. But unfortunately, that's not the choice that we have. And if we were to put our books down and never cast another spell, and bad things happen to the people around us who didn't have the option to do something, we're responsible for it. I'm sure there's someone else in this world that would love the power that you have, and they would love to do something with it. And if you put the book down, you're doing them a disservice. I didn't choose to be what I am. In fact, I wish every single day that I could just abandon it, but I can't. I would really like to be sitting in Hector's house, with him with me. And maybe I spend my days making potions and eating good food and getting a lot of sleep. But that's not the fate that I have right now. But it is the fate that I work towards. And when there are liches and rats and avatars of evil gods, I have to do something about that so that I can finally rest easy. It's not fair, but it is what it is.
Okay. Fair enough. When do we expect to leave? Here.
I don't know. Once everyone else's business is done, Dagamaris and I would like to find one other drow and see if it's worth it trying to convince them to change. Other than resupplying, I'm done with my business here. I don't know about Eupheme or Dagamaris, or you for that matter.
I don't have anything else to do here.
Alright, then we'll have to hear from the other two, and then we can probably leave tomorrow.
Okay. Alright, then let's do what we can today.
Okay. Alright, so you guys walk through the city's streets, miles of it, bumping through the town, weaving through the crowded streets, seeing homeless people sort of spare some coins on the side of the road, along with people with food, like harnesses that create a shelf just in front of them. I want some muffins! Walking around, trying to hawk goods. Various stores, you see tourists looking in through the bay windows, going through four-way crossings with corners that aren't 90 degrees, but rather obtuse and rounded, allowing for storefronts along the corners. You see the same alchemy store that you passed by that one time on your way back, looking through again, seeing the messy atmosphere and the interesting baubles within.
Did we want to stop in there?
I have no money left.
This man has some money.
Do you?
Yeah,
So,
he's got like 40 bucks. 40 gold, sorry.
40 gold.
Yeah. You can buy some potions.
We need rations.
True. You guys stopping? Going in? Okay. All right. So you guys continue through the road and head towards the capital, Dagamars. You head towards Susie's house. Eventually, after about 20 minutes, you come. Susie's.
God, I love her so much.
On
She's
the
so
fence.
fucking cute.
Hi.
Hi, Susie. Here's your. Got you a shield and a little shovel. Bring out the little. Whatever you call it.
She's so cute.
buckler.
Buckler.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I needed to show you this real quick. And I turn away from her, and I go like this, and I had it just out of reach, and I go firebolt into the sky.
She.
So I got you a Majut's fire, but only once you are older. Much, much older. But
What? Are you serious?
yes.
Are you actually?
Yes.
What? Can I give you a hug, please?
Sure. You can give me a hug.
On your leg.
It is
Thank you.
absolutely. Are your parents home?
No?
Where are your parents?
Working. All that?
Do you know where they work?
Are you going in an orchard?
Oh, alright.
Something like that?
Alright, well, I was going to... What are your parents' names, do you know? Or at least where I could find
She.
them?
It's still pretty big for her.
Shield.
Hit me.
Alright, I will hit you.
Attack roll.
What?
Attack roll.
Okay, but like, can I like...
I know.
Dagmar's fucking.
Maximum damage! Natural 20, you kill her!
Or did you say duel? Did you say
A duel?
Both comes back for 1 second just to smite this child.
Yeah.
God.
What am I rolling?
No attack roll.
7. So I rolled a 17.
Plus, okay. So you, and it like glances above as she tries to like reach above, and you like just pat her on the shoulder.
You'll get stronger.
Why can't I lift it?
You'll get bigger. You'll get stronger. Like we said, you'll get bigger. Like
Well,
your
how do I
dad.
do that?
Every day, do this. And I take it. Take the shield from her. May I see it? I'm going to do an
Give it back?
exercise. Yes, I'm going to give it back. It's
Fine.
your shield. Yes, it is yours. It's a gift. All right. Yeah, yeah. I take it.
Oh god,
Okay.
it's that heavy? It's a buckler.
She's 5 years old.
Yeah, but it's
It's
a
made of
buckler.
solid wood and metal.
Hold on.
Yes.
So I go like this.
Heavy is a buckler.
All right,
It's
ready?
about, I say like 5 pounds.
Exercise every day.
A child,
Maybe
it's
10
2
pounds.
pounds.
Yeah.
A child can pick up 2 pounds.
She's not very strong.
Go like this every day. Try. Both hands. And just pick it up like this. Both hands. Not
Okay.
one hand.
No, no,
both
no. Okay,
hands.
okay.
I'm gonna make this child work out. She's about to get
Nat
swole.
20.
Natural 19.
Oh!
Yeah.
You're like a fighter ever yet.
And then slowly lower it down, and then you just want to.
Again?
You can do one every day, and then get it to the
I
point.
said
where-
a friend.
Yeah, yeah. But you want to get stronger. You want to get big muscles.
Yeah.
And then someday, instead of 2 hands, you'll be able to lift with 1 hand. And then with 1 hand, you'll be able to move.
When can I shoot fire?
What?
When can I shoot fire?
It may never happen, but it may. I'm not sure.
You said the shield shot fire.
It did shoot fire.
How do I do that then? You didn't. You said it only worked.
That's because
It
I
worked.
am able to make it shoot fire.
Okay.
But right now it is just a shield.
Thank you.
Yes.
Dagamaris?
Yes. But you can call me Dag. Susie and your cat Tim. And your parents work in one of the fields. Did you know which field they possibly work in? No?
Just working for apples.
Alright.
How many apple orchards?
Many.
Well, Susie, I would like you to give this to your parents.
What?
This, and I give 2 gold. But you don't go bury it. I trust you. Remember, we're trying to be good guys.
Pull the good guy card out.
Because good guys...
Fine.
Yes.
Fine.
It will help your parents pay for, hopefully, rent or something, or they don't have to work as hard. Maybe you can all hang out.
Shall I say it's from you?
You can say it is from me.
All
And if they get mad about the shield...
I'm not telling about it. Sean.
Okay, well, if they find out and they get mad at me, just know that I gave them 2 gold.
No, definitely. I'll say it, yeah. All right. Yeah.
Alright. Well, I
You
have...
coming back?
Possibly. And if not, it might be quite a while before I come back. Actually, yes, I will. I will come back tomorrow because I have to pick up my cloak.
All right. I'll be out here.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yes, and remember...
Hugs you again.
Alright. Remember, pick up the shield. A few times every day, you'll get stronger.
All right.
Alright. Have a good day.
It begins rolling it.
Yeah. Cool. And I just start heading back to town.
Sounds good.
Baby girl.
And that is where we are going to end the session
Good
for the night.
shit.
Nice.
Susie got her shield.
Yes, and Dagamaris' heart grew 3 sizes.
Just be nice, man. Just a little bit nice.
Tim,
Great.
no.
All right. The schedule might be changing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know.
On Instagram.
Yeah. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. We'll let you guys know. I'll get caught up on the handouts and the abridged episodes. And the abridged episodes on our YouTube. But all the episodes can be found on our YouTube, full and abridged, as well as some clips and sketch games and all that stuff on our YouTube. But until sometime next week, probably Saturday, but maybe a different day, we'll let you know. Again, keep informed, Instagram, all that stuff. Thank you for joining us for
I love you,
episode
bye.
4. Thank you again. Goodbye.
Sorry. I didn't know you were going to
She's
say
done.
more.
She's done. She's like, thank you, bye.
No, I
She's like,
didn't
"Alright,
know.
bye,
I
bye."
didn't know you were
Okay,
going
bye,
to
see
say
you.
more. I thought you were
Yeah,
saying
all right,
thank you.
all right, yeah,
And I was like,
yeah.
thanks.
Okay, bye.